CrossRoadVibes, man. We got Wes dropping an album soon, man.
Hell yeah, man. I'm happy to be on the
CrossRoadVibes?
CrossRoadVibes.
Yeah, I'm happy to have
What's
you,
your band name again?
We are Resuscitated.
Resuscitated.
Cleveland, Ohio. The most generic band name we could think of.
Hey,
We're
man.
putting shit together.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, it works.
Playing guitar
look
for
at
him,
look at our name. I mean,
I like your guys' name, though.
that was
makes
that was about an 18 pack between the two of us. And we got her done.
There you go.
She'll ride.
So how long you been working on the album?
This album started about 2 years ago, in early 2020, and we pretty much got everything fucking written, recorded for this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Rolled on through it. I mean, when we started this, we were, kind of learning the instruments as we go along, because we all played in the high school. Now we're all 25, 26 years old.
Yeah.
It's kind of
A learning curve and shit
That's
for
why-
everybody, yeah.
That's kind of why we went with the generic Resuscitated, because we kind of felt like we were coming alive again, doing it all over.
That's pretty sweet.
We had no intentions on like going live, playing shows. We just wanted
Doing it for fun.
Yeah, actually, I quit playing music when I turned like 22 because I started working full time and it just wasn't in the time.
You missed it the whole time, I bet, though.
I would think about it a lot because it was fun to get drunk and fucking just have a night and
Escape.
yeah, and you look forward to some stupid shit like that. And I wasn't really planning on playing again. And our drummer, Mucka, he's a little older than us. He's one of the fucking craziest drummers I've ever met. We were getting drunk on New Year's or whatever. I'm like, what's your resolution, Mucka? And he's like, I need you to play one show with me.
Oh, damn.
And then that cultivated into like 3 years of us kind of like keep going with it. So we wrote everything, and COVID happened and brought everything down.
Mhm.
And then we kind of sat docile for a while.
Now you guys got gigs going. You worked on the album while COVID? How long does a normal album take to work on?
For other bands, I have no idea. For
Yeah.
other bands, probably like no time at all. For us, we did it. We wrote 2 songs at a time. That way, we can remain with like having everything cohesive.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it took us about a year to write everything, and it took us another year to perfect it. But we were supposed to record it right out of the gate. Back when we released our Funeral Flood single in July of last year, we had it. We were going to come back.
Yeah.
COVID pushed it off, and you guys know how this shit is. Doing creative arts professionally is so expensive.
Yeah.
We're like,
Especially your extent. I mean, you're going to gigs and shit. You
We're-
got to have the shit A1
Yeah.
because you guys, you
Dude.
got to make the sound perfect because people are coming to see you,
when we mixed the album, just mixing
Yeah.
cost us almost $1,500. Just mixing. That's 8 songs, dude. I mean,
Now, who you put in, like, you got somebody you're putting in the pocket to mix it for you? You guys doing it all in-house?
so our mixing engineer is Noah. He's from
Okay.
Mercenary Studios. I don't know if you guys know any bands like Solipsis, Nun Slaughter,
I've
like
heard of
O-
Solipsis.
Yeah, these are fucking OG fucking Cleveland death metal bands. He's works with them. He's in those bands.
So is that your genre? Is death metal?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like I mean, the death metal thing.
What do you classify as death metal? Because I've always wondered that you hear these like
There's
new
different,
metal, death metal, grunge metal, and all this stuff. Like, what is death metal to you?
I think to me is like death metal kind of originated from like the 90s. 91 was like the heyday of what death metal became now.
Yep.
And that never died, really. So everyone goes back to 91 and does the old tones and the old riff styles, you'd hear from like Cannibal Corpse and like these older bands like Dying Fetus. That's kind of what death metal is. Nowadays, what metal is, to me, is like solid production guitar tones and tight, punchy ass fucking drums and like the most crisp, melodic, clean tones you hear from guitar and a bass that just sticks out. So we're more like, we try to go for more metal, but our producer is a death metal guy. So when you guys will kind of know this, when you work with shit with a bunch of different people, everyone's got like their flavor,
their
in there.
opinion, and
Their flavor will change it all up, and what you're going for will
It's
never.
definitely hard to, like, just sometimes you got to come back down to earth,
I will,
okay.
Find a
so out of
common
this
ground.
table, I'm probably the only one that probably actually listens to death metal.
Death
and,
metal.
For
Yeah.
sure.
No disrespect against it at
No,
all, but
no,
I just
not
and
at
I
all.
can
Death
tell
metal
you,
is-
I used to listen to Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
and I can tell you the only reason why I listened to like, even Cannibal Corpse was because of the fucking drums and guitar solos and
It is-
shit.
it is
I have
nice.
no idea what the fuck
You-
that dude's saying.
You know what
Right.
I think about that kind of music is like I don't have a unique ear enough for it.
Yeah.
To be
See,
honest,
I listen to
dumbed down.
everything.
I'm super dumbed down. Like
I can
if-
listen to something from death metal to fucking bluegrass,
when I
and I'll download songs that are just because of one fucking little tiny piece of a fucking song.
They get you
Music
going.
for me is the lyrics, and I think
Right.
that's what makes
That's
it
a
a
lot
little
of
bit
thing.
hard because
But-
I vibe to the lyrics.
Oh, but
But-
wait till you get to a point of a death metal song where you're just like, oh my god, this is the part where he goes, and you're like, yeah, I fucking
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Where it's
Right.
like
You'll fucking
where
get into
the
it.
guitar drops and the fucking drums just go nut, and he just says like one stupid word, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
See, I
And
feel
you're
like I
just
feel like,
that's fucking awesome.
I feel like you have to have a super musical ear to like
Yeah.
that kind of
I mean,
music.
it's a vibe.
You know what I mean?
It really is a vibe. I
Like-
mean, if you're pissed off, just like I'm gonna fuck this dude up today, bro. Like, I'm
No,
gonna
see,
throw
I don't
on
even think
some
it's like
heavy
that.
shit.
I think that it's like people that know what musical sounds are supposed to sound like. Like
Yeah.
that's a craft, dude.
well,
And,
none
like,
of that.
right.
That
I
is
hear like acoustic, and I'm
extremely
like, oh, that's
hard.
sweet.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
that's funny that you mentioned that, George, because
It's like a fucking exercise. Could you imagine
exactly
beating on a
it.
fucking drum that hard?
Oh,
see, that's
dude.
exactly it.
Sweating.
So when I quit music, so when I say I quit music, it really like it dissipated from my life entirely. Like all of my gear just went to a storage closet, and I almost thought I'd never go back to it. And I wasn't listening to metal. And then when I started playing metal again, I started listening to it, and I realized I'm playing it because it is kind of like a sport. Getting those, I mean, if you hear it, they're fast as fuck, they're hard
They're
as fuck,
quick.
and they're hard to do. They're very technical. And I don't think I would really listen to that much if I wasn't involved in it. You know,
It's
a lot
definitely
of
gotta
my-
be good for your brain.
I always say this to people that I try to sell our band
I
to.
guess.
Is like
I don't
our
know.
biggest demographic is people who also play death metal because
Yeah.
they see what we got going on, they know what we're doing, and they also know like I'm a big gearhead, so they'll see us play and they'll see gear that they recognize that is heyday death metal gear, Mesa dual rectifier, the newer Mapex drums, the pasty cymbals, and then like
So it says here, Scream Bloody Gore is like one of the earliest death metal bands. You
Yeah.
believe that?
Scream Bloody Gore.
I think
That's
I've
an
heard of
album. So
Who?
that's from Death. That's a Death is
Death,
Death
considered
is an
Death.
original band. So they're kind of, in my opinion, I like them, but they have kind of a.
You think they're one of the early days though?
Do you want to know why? It's because they have what's the word I'm thinking of? So Chuck Schuldiner, he's like, I can't pronounce his last name. He's fucking one of the OG riffers, guitar soloers, fucking lyricalists of 91, 90s death
Which
metal.
one is he in here? Do you know? Can you see it?
I can't see it, no.
Yo, why does that dude look like MGK?
I think that's Chuck, to be honest with you.
You gotta
The
wait.
one, the farthest, the one that looks like, I don't know, I can't see from this picture.
Yeah.
So he died.
You're
He
also
fucking-
blind as a bat.
Yeah,
so.
he fucking died, and I think they have kind of. I think Death became more of a martyr to death metal. I mean, they are originators, but I'm not an old school guy. Yeah, it's that guy. It's that fucking far guy. I'm pretty goddamn sure.
Okay, I got you. Is that who you're talking
I
about?
think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't fucking tell. I'm
What's
not.
his name? It says it on his fucking.
I'm not privy to the
Yeah.
OG
I got
history.
you.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, like metal. It's another genre to where we're at now when it comes to like music industry and what's trying to be sold.
Yeah,
my
it's a
fucking-
trend.
In my fucking opinion, it's all about the gear. And people will be like, no, you don't need expensive gear to play metal. That's true. But if you play metal, you play music with expensive gear, all of a sudden
You're somebody.
You feel like a fucking classic car collector.
And-
Like,
and
you
I-
may not be good at driving, but you got a 96 whatever,
Right,
you know, like
yeah.
fucking
And I feel like-
Eldorado, and
I
you're
feel-
like, I got big balls.
Yeah.
I got something to show.
Yeah.
I feel like metal sets the bar for everybody else because you guys go hard on your equipment. I mean,
Oh.
you guys be from like I watch videos and stuff like, you know, live music, and like those dudes are throwing their guitars around, like
Yeah.
slamming on those drums and stuff, and it's like, man, it can take that kind of abuse. Like, I need that.
It's there's so many, and that's the problem. I find myself in this conversation a lot talking about death metal, and I'm a fan of death metal. I listen to it, and I play it a lot. I'm not a fucking like. I don't know the history of it. I can't tell you all about Chuck and Death. They are pioneers.
What
or
got
whatever.
you into it though? Just
so
finding it.
you guys
Do
listen.
you so it might tie into what you're about to ask.
God.
You still listen to Black Dahlia Murder?
Oh yeah, I do. So it's
They're
funny.
fucking awesome.
It's funny that you mentioned that. Like that's one of the first bands you see, but it's kind of like death
Or
metal's,
like
death metal's kind of like drugs, right? You
Parkway Drive and
you
shit.
start with something soft, and it
You
doesn't
just go
work.
harder.
It doesn't work
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for you, and then all of a sudden, you can't go back. You
Yeah.
can't go down. All of a sudden, I mean, you can listen to it, enjoy a good buzz of some fucking reefer,
Right.
but you know that there's harder and heavier and faster shit that really gets you going.
So it's like an itch.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say so.
Well,
It's like
and
hot,
that-
it's like
yeah.
hot sauce. It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
hard drug. It's
Right.
like a good whiskey. It's it.
I could see
it's a
that.
vice.
I could see that for sure.
I mean, if you guys were to go like Meshuggah, heaviest, hardest, craziest, biggest death metal bands you can ever imagine, out of Sweden, you go check them out this next March coming in 2021. You guys will never look at music the same.
Well, that's interesting.
We
Go
going
ahead.
or I would totally go to that.
Yeah, I already bought my tickets. They're
You
fucking-
remember
You're
the
going to Sweden?
No, it's in Cleveland. They're from
in
Sweden.
Cleveland?
Yeah,
Come
they're
on,
from-
bro. Yeah.
I wish.
You remember Viva La Bam?
Yes.
Everybody remembers Viva La
yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
God, I love
They
Viva La
they
Bam.
traveled to Europe, and it was such a huge scene in Europe,
Yeah.
like death metal and like all those.
Cradle
Well, they also
Yeah,
have
yeah.
what do they call them? Church burning.
Black metal.
Yeah, black metal.
Yeah. That's
It's a
Cra-
totally different. It's
From what-
to
from
me,
what I-
it's very very close, but
Yeah. I don't know, man. And that's what sucks because like I'm not opinionated when it comes to metal whatsoever. To be honest with you, if I just like playing the gear and I like playing
Yeah.
guitar for it because it's so
Well,
technical.
we were
and-
talking a little bit before the podcast, and I just feel like you're really into the craft of it.
I'm into the craft of audio
Yeah.
because I'm an engineer.
Yeah,
and
that's dope. That's
Yeah.
super dope because that takes a super smart mind, dude. Because
well,
like,
take it from anyone who likes guns or cars
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
you get into the gear of it and the nitty gritty
Yeah.
and you're like, no, you want to tell people, no, fuck all that. This is what you want.
right?
That's
Right.
what it is about music gear for me. And death metal guys, I mean, at least for the ones I work with, all about the gear. And
Yeah.
that's really fun because that's also how you make money.
it's the same way with guns, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
hardcore.
I could tell you.
It's all
Oh, so
and
bad.
him especially because he's all about the brand.
Yeah. That's me
Brand's
too.
everything. Why are you gonna pay? All right, you can get this one for 200, or you can spend 400 and get this one. But this is a way better. It's an extra
Right.
$200,
Right.
but it's a way better brand.
That's what I was telling you.
Why are
when
you
I
gonna
walked in.
why are you gonna beat around the bush? Because you know
Right.
eventually you're gonna end up fucking getting it.
Right.
Right. Like me.
So then now you're spending an extra 200.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. I justify that with I'm a fucking so I've got a lot of vices, right?
Yeah.
One of my biggest ones that I fucking love, and my heart pumps every single time I get to do it, dude. Every time I get to do it, it's when I spend money on something I don't need.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
for
love,
sure, dude.
I fucking love being able to just
So
be like
go
dump some money.
go a little bit in detail. Like,
So-
what do you like to spend money on that you know you don't need? Because like
Oh,
obviously anything musical you need because you're fully invested into it, right?
Well, no, because any good musician will tell you don't need that. Like for me, I'm a guitarist.
so
and
you're a little obsessed with the craft.
I'm obsessed with. So all right. Well, let me give you an example. Like right now, we're writing our next album.
Right.
I can't hang out with Mucka, our drummer, all the time. Right. I can't see him all the time. We
It's
got-
bad
Because
news.
you're
Right.
gonna
We all,
fucking.
no, because we have full time jobs and I just don't get to see him. So what do? I buy an electronic drum set on my computer and I have my fucking computer play drums for me, right? So on the way here, I'm looking up drum samples and I'm buying snare drums. I'm
Yeah.
buying fucking China cymbals. I'm buying cymbals and these are all samples.
Your mind's just swinging on this
Right,
album.
right.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, all right, I got all that. Now what else do I need? I'm like, well, I need new monitors because my old ones are fucking shit.
Yeah, it just
it's
down the
fun.
line, yeah.
It's fun. You fall down this path,
Yeah.
but like,
It becomes an obsession
yeah, yes and no.
in a good way, though.
Yeah.
In a good
You
way.
get obsessed
you know?
At
because
least
you-
you're putting your extra time into
Right.
something that you care about.
To be
Yeah.
honest, drugs would have been cheaper, but
Yeah, 100%. But you'd probably be in a worse place.
yeah.
Right.
Dude,
you don't want to be looking like this guy. You fucking
What?
just picked up off the street.
Listen, bitch. It was a rough day.
Yeah, it looks like it, bro.
well, I'm
I
just,
was like, yeah,
couldn't even
you know,
fucking
just
comb your
throw it
hair.
out,
Yeah.
Whatever, dude.
I was gonna say I'm happy to be a part of the fucking blue collar comedy podcast today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Fucking-
That's all we do,
It
man.
actually might
Just
be a
have fun.
podcast. I don't know, but it's
hotter
CrossRoad
than
Vibes.
a hoochie coochie.
Dude, I've been
I'm sweating.
I've been listening
bro.
to Alan Jackson all week.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You said that right now fucks me up.
Let me
So-
find out you've been listening to Alan all week.
let me
Should have
ask,
showed up with a pair of square toes.
right, dude. I almost did, but it's just too hot. It's too hot.
Death
Yeah.
metal guy over here is listening to Alan
What do you-
Jackson.
what do you
fucking
listen-
to the shit out of Alan Jackson.
That's
Hey,
what I want
nice.
to ask you. When you get in the car,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
are you playing?
To be honest with you, like, okay, so you think, like, this guy is a death metal guy. So when I play death metal, when I do all that shit, it's almost a second job. It's literally right when I get off of work, I have to spend 4 hours on it.
Yeah.
So you get sick of it really quickly.
You're over it, yeah.
Right. So in
It's
my
like
car,
me listening to my podcast. I can't do it that
Oh,
way.
it's so
I'm
hard.
not. I'm not
It's so
throwing it
I
in
don't
on
e-
the car, dude.
Right.
You only gotta get through 30 minutes of it. I'm like,
I don't
all right.
even listen to it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's hard
I'll,
to.
I'll skim and scan.
I won't watch my own shit, but only because I'm really subjective and
Becau-
critical on myself, and I won't fucking.
I've always
like
been told this. You are your biggest critic.
It. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, fucking.
I think
That's why I don't watch it.
I think you're lying, Wes. I totally think you're
I
lying.
like that. What am I lying about? I like this.
Because I think that you secretly like. There's no way you record a song and you don't just criticize the fuck out of
shit.
it.
No, that's different. So that's way different.
No, because
You're
I'm
bigger-
doing podcasts and like
You're your
Well,
biggest critic.
You have to listen to.
I have to listen
song
to it all the
lyrics,
way through. I
Right,
have to
right.
listen all the way through because I feel like I can help myself. I can help
Right.
him. I can help
Right.
him. You
That's
know what I mean?
awesome.
Like
That's
you know what I
good.
mean?
I like that.
Like
trait.
is sometimes it's so like cringe. You know what I mean? I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, this is a horrible 10 minutes. Like,
It's
why
like,
did we
it's
do
like
this?
seeing a post from like 10 years ago on
Yeah.
your Facebook. It's like, did I
It's-
really fucking post
It's a
that?
slap in reality's face if you care about it.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what
and
I like
and if
about
you
you.
care about it that much, you got to get over listening. Like I'm sure there's like a song like that, just you know, or a chorus or whatever, or something you played and you're like, dude, I could have been way better at that. Why? But it
Well,
makes you better.
100%. So you're right. I do listen to our recordings and I do listen to that type of shit because guitar, when you're playing guitar, when you're on stage, I'll give you an example. When you're on stage with a guitar behind you, okay, you're in good shape. When you have nothing, you might as well be fucking naked. But this is
Yeah.
all subjective. This is my opinion.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
might be listening to this and be like, this guy's a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But for me, for fucking me, man, it's really hard to be on stage and be able to just talk with the microphone and try to handle
I couldn't
shit like
imagine that, dude.
that. It depends. It's all on the night.
In atmosphere and shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when I write songs, I think I listen to it 300,000 times. Because I have to, because I'm always writing it.
And you know what's funny? I got that vibe from you in the first 15 minutes that I met you. Just
Yeah.
now, like I might have met you before, but like I'm like this dude like perfects his craft, dude.
Well,
And that's dope.
It
I mean,
takes-
some people might like come off offensive about it, like maybe your band, maybe whatever, anyone else. But I just think
And a lot of people
That's
watching this might not know. I mean, we went to school together.
yeah, we found that
Like-
out when we started this.
Right, yeah, like, oh shit, you look familiar.
Yeah.
You know, like, seeing you now and what you are doing with your life, we would have never thought, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's different though because like doing
you can say you're doing something, right?
being in a being in a local band is nothing. It's pretty much nothing. And I'll be honest. I'll be completely.
but you're
upfront.
putting in the effort. That,
Sure.
That's
oh,
what
yeah.
matters.
Yeah.
Right.
You could put in
yeah.
the effort with anything, but like booking. Okay, so I'll say this completely upfront, and this is like this isn't behind the scenes shit. This isn't common knowledge though.
Right.
Booking shows and being a proactive local band is not that hard. Being
No.
a successful band is bordering on impossible.
It's when you're hanging all your T-shirts on being that successful band. It's when it doesn't become fun anymore, right?
What doesn't become fun is when you've got a group of guys and you know that it doesn't matter what you do, you're just having fun with it, and it's not mending well. It's not cohesive with everybody because you can put something out there that you think is shit, but if all 10 of you or all 4 of you, or whoever's in the group, who's ever in the project, if everyone's having fun, then that kind of mitigates that. It's shit, but at least we're having fun.
Right.
But when you are like the whole group, you know, you got people not showing up, you
Yeah.
got fucking venue owners who aren't paying you because, like, believe it or not,
There's
like,
a lot of bullshit in your
we
game.
expect to get paid
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, at
You
least
know?
something.
Yes, dude. Fucking our last show we got paid $50, and we're like, thank God they remembered
And-
this time.
And think about
You
that,
know,
dude.
like,
and like,
fuck.
how much effort did you put into that? But you're doing it because you love it.
Every show we
You
put
know what
out,
I mean?
every show we put out a video to promote it, and
Yeah.
every show we have a brand new set list of, you know, we rearrange our songs, we come up with new ways to go about the stage, and
Do you have songs you just play for concerts?
uh,
Or you're not that far along?
so people get pissed when I say this. So when we wrote the album has 14 songs on it, only 8 made it. Only 8.
8 track list.
Only 8 made it. Out
Why
of
is
14.
that?
Is that because you
Me-
guys are so picky?
It's because me. It's because I listen to it and I go, "There's
No.
no way this is anyone's ever hearing this." And it's
Why?
Because I don't like
You
it.
could
It's-
redo it down the road.
Yeah, I go
You
like,
know?
listen, this is the, and I go like, and I'm a fucking bastard. I go, listen, this is why it sucks. 10 reasons right here, and everyone goes, oh, look at that. I didn't even think of that. And I go, there you go, fuck it, right? And
Well, that's why they do remasters.
Right,
You
yeah.
remaster a song.
dude,
I mean,
you guys are in the podcast game. It is no different than being in a band game.
Yeah.
Creating content, understanding what you're doing in this room, and putting it together it's more or less the same thing. What it all comes down to is like that creative arts career path,
Right.
where you're like, all right, I know people might not listen to this. I know that if I tell people this is what I do for a living, it's
But
not
I don't
like,
care. I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
doing it
Right.
And
until
that's what
someone
I-
hears me.
right,
Dude.
and that's what I was
Right.
gonna say.
Right.
Kyle, you didn't start this because you're like, oh, I'm gonna make millions.
No,
It's like,
hell
no,
no,
dude,
dude.
like we were talking, dude, this is our therapy.
this is
Yeah.
awesome. This is my
Like,
favorite shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Like I just like just hanging out, dude.
And
Like,
I can see how you just fucking shredding on the guitar, bro. That's gotta be therapeutic. Like,
if you go into anything that could make you somewhat famous, if you have the mindset to be like, I want to be famous over this shit, you're not gonna
You're
No,
succeed.
you're
not
crazy.
at
You're not
all.
gonna
Because
succeed.
Yeah.
that's how fake people are made.
Wow,
you
that's
watch, and I mean, it's true. You watch these YouTubers that just turn fucking like that, million subscribers overnight. They're not who they probably intended to be.
Right.
That's
And
a good way of thinking
sell
of it.
out.
Yeah,
Because are you
Sellouts,
really
yeah.
having fun if you gotta change your content?
exactly.
Fuck that.
And that's
I ain't
why-
changing for
yeah,
nobody.
Exactly.
Right,
We are who we are. You know.
Mhm.
This is how it is. You like it. You like it. If you don't, go fuck yourself.
Right.
Like,
See, this is why I like this podcast and what you guys are doing is because you've already established that.
Yeah.
And now you are able to break that barrier and just
Yeah.
go with it.
Yeah.
And that is such a bump for people because a lot of people expect things. And,
Nah.
and you can't expect anything.
Or they
when
try
you're
to
going.
change
I'm doing this.
themselves.
I'm
to
doing
try
this for
to-
pure enjoyment, dude.
This is
Because I like to do this once a week because I feel like, you know, I get to shoot shit with you. I hardly know you.
right.
Super
I feel
dope.
Like we fucking
Super
know
dope.
each other. Yeah, yeah.
Super dope.
Apparently we know each other.
Yeah,
so-
you know what I
I
mean?
mean,
Like
right.
I'm like, oh, I might know him.
We-
He's
we-
telling me on
we
the phone.
definitely
I'm
know
like,
yeah,
why
I
each
don't
know.
other. Yeah,
Kyle's like, I'm like, who's on the pod this Thursday? He's like, we got a musician that George knows. I'm like, okay, probably don't know him.
Yeah,
I'm like,
cool.
holy shit, dude, your face, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know you.
It's fun though,
Like,
man.
Yeah.
It's definitely like you said, therapeutic.
It's
Yeah.
Just like
therapeutic.
you making music and crafting your art, man. That's
Yeah.
super dope.
Who
you know?
said it? Somebody said it in a song. Says this is therapeutic music. I don't know who it was. You know.
10, 12, 15 artists. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's probably
every
a
single
famous
one.
line.
But yeah,
I don't know.
it
To
really-
be honest, I actually don't think playing music is therapeutic. You know what I think is therapeutic is taking a very stressful job, whether it's going on stage, working in a pump station, working in fucking like doing something that is
I was working in a
fucking
hot box.
it's doing
I
something that's
mean-
really really scary
Yeah.
and making it on the other way. If it's rather dangerous
Yeah.
or socially like awkward or something,
Mhm.
being able to like go out of your comfort zone. Like when I play shows, I hate it. I hate playing shows.
Really.
Well, and it's not because of not wanting to like put myself out there. It's more of like
You
this
don't
is-
like people.
this is I don't like
I hate people,
really
too.
don't
I
like
hate-
I'm
talking
the
to
same
people.
way.
I mean, I will be as nice as I can be, but I really don't like talking to people, and I certainly don't like spending 6 hours of my night getting paid $40. I got to split
yeah.
4 people.
Yeah.
Right. You ain't
It's
making
like
shit.
I'm not making anything, and playing show. But when I'm playing it, I'm having fun. I'm sweating my dick off, but I'm having fun.
Yeah.
But the thing is you're leaving a footprint behind you with every song you make. So 20 years from now,
Yeah.
you're on Spotify.
I think you're
right?
thinking about this in a way that a lot of people don't. There's 300 million local bands in Cleveland. You know, like,
Yeah.
Right, no,
like,
I understand.
right.
I understand that, but
You're one of an ant farm, and you're just doing it to do
Exactly.
it. Or at this point, you know?
knowing that you
Right.
obviously know these facts, you know that you are just one in 100,000, but you still do it because it's something that you love to do.
Anybody
and
need
that's
bears?
what I
Time out.
respect.
Anybody need bears?
Yeah, I'm
might
gonna
as well
need
give me
one.
one.
Round them up. Round them up.
And
No, yeah, you're right though.
you still do it. You know,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
it's like there's
It's called growing pains, bro.
yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
try hard enough, if it's your dream, it'll
Yeah.
fucking come true.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't care if you could tell me till I'm blue in the face, like you ain't gonna ever make it. That's
Right.
fine. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Right.
I'm not.
right.
I'm not here. I'm not sitting here right now to to fucking make it.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'm sitting here
This
because
does
it's what
something.
I love what I do.
This helps my week out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
takes my mind off some bullshit, and I'm happy with that.
That's
Right.
Because
fucking awesome.
instead of paying for a therapist, I'm doing this.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fucking
Fuck
awesome.
you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Exactly. That's.
I don't
really
care
it
what
is.
anyone thinks of it. You know?
And I mean that. You
Fuck
know,
'em.
they say.
Get your smoke on my face.
What is that saying?
bad,
It says
bro.
if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Granted, you may not get paid millions for it right now, but you don't know. You don't know what's 2 years ahead of you.
You go
what's
into
5
that.
years
You
ahead
go
of
in there
you.
with that mindset. You
Listen.
fail every time.
Exactly.
I never thought I'd be an electrician, but I'm a fucking electrician.
Oh wow! Look
I-
at
I-
you! Wow! Wow! Wow!
I
I'm gonna
fucking
be an
love it.
electrician. Wow! Wow! Wow!
I switched my perspective when I saw these musicians finally make it, and I go, fuck. And I like doing this because I'm fucking masochistic in a way. I go, how old are these motherfuckers from me? Like, what do they have that I don't? How old are they? And I look, I go, 50. I go, it took them up until now. I go, why am I fucking worried about doing anything with my life? This dude took forever, and he finally got to where he want, and he's just doing what he's doing.
How many hours do you think you spend on music a week?
Okay, so
Is it a full blown hobby for you?
Where's
Like,
my beer?
So I work. I get home around 3:30, right?
Dude, yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
From 3:30 to around 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm practicing guitar,
yeah.
and then anytime I have outside of practicing guitar, so let's say 2 hours a day practicing guitar, maybe like 2 or 3 hours doing production, which fucking sucks. She knows what I'm talking about, and doing that type of shit. It's I'd say 4 hours a day. And I've got to a point now where I can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Before that 4 hours a day, I was a dick. Like, ask Mucka, ask CJ. Those are my bandmates. I would come to practice, and I'd be like, just completely in everyone's face about, like, well, what did you do? What did you do? And it's not because of what anyone did. It's what my perception of
Yeah.
all the shit I had to do. And, it took me a really long time to learn how
You're
to work.
staring so many things in the
Right.
face all at once.
On
I'm
top,
not-
on,
Being
on
a
top of
producer.
having a regular job.
Yeah,
Right.
well, I'm not good with working with others, so it took me a long time to like chill out and work with these guys in a way that makes it fun for everybody. It took me up until not even 6 months ago to be like, dude, get out of everyone's like. I wasn't like motherfucking them, but I was really riding on it. Like, hey man, like I'm not playing shows unless everyone's really on it, and they were, but I was really going for fucking. I was
Gold.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
for no necessary reason, I
Yeah.
guess I was.
I mean, you should always give 100. I mean,
Right,
that's just,
right.
That's
But
just
you
that-
life
that's
with
just-
you can't
everything.
expect
That's
it
just your
from
fucking.
anyone.
Right,
That's just
right.
your fucking character, bro.
Right.
Because you don't want to do anything half-assed.
Right.
You expect perfection.
You know what it is? It actually delves from a fear of fucking. I don't
Failure?
give. No. I don't give a fuck about failure. I actually implore the idea of fucking something up.
Yeah.
I think if when you fuck something up, I think it makes you a better person.
Oh, yeah,
you learn a
100%.
lot.
You
You learn
learn.
a lot when you fuck.
You got to
something
fall
up.
10 times to stand up half on your ass. Dude.
I can't wait till we bomb a show
Yeah.
because that's gonna be the best
Yeah.
fucking night of our lives because we're gonna learn so much. But what
You will. You'd be like, I won't fucking do that again.
And it's
Oh,
happened.
yeah,
It's
right.
happened time and time before. I've made so many mistakes. I mean, dude, like in between songs, I gotta go and tune my guitar, right?
Yeah.
And that involves I gotta go to my pedal board
And
and click. No, I click a button. It turns my guitar off, and I can tune, right? And then I will turn around, face the audience, and I'll go, "What's up, motherfuckers? This song is blah blah blah." And then I'll go to play, and I never turn my guitar back on. And I'll go, "What?" And I'll be like, "Ooh." Ooh, and I gotta go back and turn my guitar on. And these are the mistakes that I hear in my head, and I fucking play shows, and I go, "Don't you even fucking think about not turning your fucking guitar back
Yeah.
on." So those mistakes I like, but like
you gotta put a sign on the floor that says,
Yeah.
"Turn your guitar on, dumbass."
Well, we only have 6 songs in our set, but you bet your ass I have those 6 songs written in front of me, dude. You know what
So
I'm saying?
how far are you from like you're just doing gigs right now, right?
Yeah.
So anyone can walk into the bar.
Pretty much, yeah.
So how far you think this album's gonna get you guys to like, hey, $10-15 venue?
So
That's
this-
your goal, right?
No, to be honest, this album is gonna be the only thing that makes us a real band right now.
What's the album called?
The album's called Inches from Death,
And when's it
Interesting
come
death.
out?
it comes out this Tuesday.
Okay.
Which, all right, so this will come out
So-
Sunday, Monday.
So this
Yeah.
comes out Tuesday the 17th.
Okay.
This
Y'all
is our
better fucking listen to it, or
this
else.
is our this is our only this is our first album that we came out with, and it's bullshit because we've been a band, active band for 2 years.
Yeah.
COVID
But
fucked
COVID
everything,
fucked
you.
bro.
I don't have any excuses
Fuck
for
COVID.
it. If anything, that should have made
Hey,
it
it
come out
fucked
sooner.
everybody though, you know.
Yeah.
It should
really
have
You know?
did.
it should have came out a lot sooner, because we had so much time on our hands.
But hey, fuck it. Maybe
Oh.
it's good. You know, maybe that helped you. You know, crafting the fuck out of it.
To be honest, we're happy that we can get it out so we can start working.
What's
on
the
it.
what's the platforms you can hear the album on?
Everything from Spotify, Apple Music,
Okay.
iTunes,
Okay.
all of it, YouTube Music. It
Yeah,
goes in
okay.
it.
So
We-
it's on every platform.
We probably use the same. You guys use DistroKid.
I don't know, man. I don't fucking produce
We're on
shit.
everything We're on everything you guys are on. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna ask you this question,
Go ahead.
which I kind of forgot what I was gonna ask you.
So you don't have a question for me?
He forgot.
Do
dude.
you?
He's like an old man in the park.
Yeah, literally.
No,
Probably shit his pants. Who knows?
This we only released this album for one reason, and that's to be a reputable band that has an album
Yeah.
out. So to be honest, there's only like a few things that's actually working for this album, and that's this podcast and maybe a few videos.
Yeah.
But we're trying to get this out just so we can get more shows. We
Promote the fuck out of it.
we
dude.
don't we make $0.
Shameless plugs.
We're not
dude.
making anything either.
We
so.
make $0 from this album, but we make money from selling merch
Yeah.
and playing shows. And anytime we book a show, they look at us and they go, "They got one fucking song out." Like,
Yeah,
you know.
and all that will be linked in the bio of this podcast for sure,
Hey,
bro.
that's awesome,
For
man.
sure,
Thank
bro.
you so much. I
Just send it over and it'll all be linked. This
Yeah.
podcast will be out Monday or Sunday night. Monday, your album drops Tuesday. What's it called again?
Inches from Death.
Interest to Death.
I
Yeah.
mean, that just sounds like it's gonna be a good album.
Yeah.
And I'm not like huge into death metal, bro, but like I'm definitely gonna have to give every song.
I remember what I was gonna ask you now.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I think most bands, their first album is definitely their best. Not saying other albums aren't good or they don't have other good songs,
Right.
but I feel like, especially in like metal and death metal and shit, you have so much anger and whatnot in that first fucking album.
Because
And
you're
you're
just doing
putting
it.
your soul into it.
That's
You're
a
like,
great
this
observation,
is it.
yeah.
Like
That like
let's
that
go.
is the angriest
Like-
that dude's ever gonna fucking be.
That's a
But
good
is it really about anger or is it really just about craft?
So wait, that's a good observation because you're right. Usually the first metal albums are like the core of the band, and they kind of fizzle out after that.
Now, has that been in your head the entire album?
So
I'm not trying to put that in your head, but
Give
that's
it-
just my
give it to me, I
observation.
mean, I kinda
I
came-
can name some big bands that I think their first album's the fucking best.
I can name it. I can name it.
I think Korn's albums of theirs is the best.
Yeah.
I think there was so much. Well, that dude was fucked up. He was raped and all kinds of other shit. But
Yeah,
there was so
probably.
much. There was so much anger in that first
Right,
album that you can. That was real anger.
Here's what you hear on our first album. Our first album was culminated on our first year coming together, learning each other, understanding what we need to accomplish. So we have Mucka playing the drums. He's an old friend of mine, and our vocalist, who's also playing the bass, he's my younger brother. CJ, I've played every band I've been in. I played with CJ. We've been in, I think, 4 or 5 bands together. And this
Is he
al-
always?
So you've got chemistry with your bandmates.
Well, yeah, I
Is-
think me and him could pick up any instrument and understand where we're going with
I
it.
remember you played drums before.
Yeah, he was the guitarist in that band when I played drums
Did you
for him.
play drums? I think that's what it was, bro. Because I played drums at Hillside.
No, I
No,
played
no, no.
trombone, dog.
did?
Ah, he's a trombonist.
He played drums when we worked at the city together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
This motherfucker would come in screaming his calves are hurting.
I would take ice baths. I had to stop playing the drums because I would be sore all over my body.
Because he's a perfectionist.
Dude, I could
Dude,
imagine.
he would let me hear little clips of fucking drum solos. I'm like, dude, that is dope. And he's like, dude, that's shit.
You know what's funny?
That's crazy.
Working with this guy. Oh, I'm so happy we segued into this because I cannot wait to tell you these stories.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I know you got some
I want
stories.
to hear
Oh,
some schmo stories about this
Schmo
asshole.
So
Oh, I'm
I
the
came
genuine, like, they talk shit about city people. Like,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
that
yeah.
dude.
Typical city guy.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So I come into this work with him. So I come into his department brand new.
I was new, too.
Coming in hot. No, you've been there for years before.
No. I was new.
Fuck no, you weren't. Dude.
Yeah,
You've
I
been there
was.
for a minute.
He
I was
doesn't
new.
know his ass from his hand.
No.
Don't worry about it.
I only worked in the
Alright.
city for 3 years.
All right, we ain't got to get all technical and
Right,
shit.
right.
Dude, I fucking come in hot, and this guy, they go, you're working with him. We didn't get along
I'm sorry.
the entirety. We didn't get along, but we worked with each other every single day. So it was more of a mutual disrespect. It's more of a, like, this asshole, like, get in the truck kind of shit.
Yeah,
it was
right.
cool. It was funny. I actually like that about you because
We'd walk into the truck, right? And he'd be like, who's driving? I'm be like, I don't give a fuck. Or I'll be like, I'm driving today.
Yeah.
You didn't know the personality you were getting with
Dude,
it, dude.
this dude would find me and be like, let's go drive around the city and pick up trash. And it's like, pick up trash. It's like, all right, fine, get in the truck.
Dude, we got away from the fucking I wasn't trying to be in that building any longer than I had to fucking be in that building.
Right.
Dude, and you left so quickly. So he leaves, and he leaves me with the department. But we worked together for 2-3 years.
I felt like I was never going to get what I wanted there.
Here's the story. We worked together for 2 or 3 years. Every single morning we saw each other completely fucking hungover. Every time we looked at each other, we'd be like, and we were cool about it. We're like, let's go to Shell. Let's get you a burrito. Let's get you hooked up, man.
Get you a burrito at Shell.
Let's get you set,
You're
man.
low in life. I need a burrito from Shell.
Need a burrito,
Yeah,
a Red Bull. We'll grab one for the boss.
Oh my god, he was addicted to those fucking Red Bulls. So we worked together for 3 years, and all we had were stories about what our parties were the last night.
Yeah, it's dope.
Oh yeah.
We only partied together one night, and it was the last night he worked there. I think he was leaving like the week before or whatever, and it was a big old clam bake our work was doing.
Mm-hmm.
all right?
Oh yeah, I remember this.
So me and him, we meet at this clam bake.
I got
easily
plastered.
the people who are doing this clam bake is our work, so they know us. So we got free drinks the whole night. We're nothing short from dancing. We're nothing short from dancing with each other, right? We drink all night, and the clam bake ends around 11 o'clock. We then
No, mind, we're around our coworkers and fucking shit.
Right, we have to get the fuck out of there. I think people ask, they're like, hey, you guys need to fucking chill out. We leave, we go to another bar. We drink there. After that, we go to another bar. It's 1:45 in the morning. I think you ended up leaving, right? I don't remember what happened. You ended up fucking leaving 1:45 in the morning. I'm the drunkest I've ever been. I go back to the original bar. I get an Uber, and I fucked up. I fucked up so bad. I call my Uber, and I fucking put the address in, and I passed out in the Uber. And I wake up. I'm in an airport.
What?
I'm in a fucking airport. He's going, get out. And I'm like, what?
Oh, he's grabbing another ride.
He's going, get out.
Yeah, he's grabbing another ride.
I'm
That's
like,
what he's doing.
what do you mean, get out? This isn't my house. He's like, this is the address you put in. I go, this
Oh.
is not. I'm like, hold on a second. My anxiety has now superseded my drunkenness.
Yeah.
I'm fucked. I'm fucked up, and I go, I know for a fact that this is a Maple Crest, dog. Where are we? And he shows me, and let's say my address is 3672.
Right.
I put 3762. And I'm like, listen to me. I fucked up. Don't leave me here. And he's like, get out. He's yelling at me, get the fuck out of my fucking car.
Damn.
And I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't know what to fucking do. I'm like, I will give you a $20 tip if you fucking take me home. And he's like, all right, takes me home. This dude got me so fucking drunk that I end up at the airport. The only time I drink with this dude, I got a streamline to fucking San Diego. I'm completely going
That's
the other
this
way.
dude though, man. He'll
Yo,
fucking
I think
leave you
I
in
think
a
it's
drunken
time for me to
slumber.
tell my Georgie story on the pod because it's been long enough.
Which Georgie story?
yeah.
I'm
think
just gonna
he's got
roll
enough.
with it. I'm
I
just
think
gonna
he's
roll
got
with
enough.
it.
Uh-oh.
Give it to us.
I think I'm just gonna roll it. So
Why is this always gotta be pick on George
Because
podcast?
you're fucking.
yeah,
an
you got a
idiot,
lot of
wasn't-
stories.
No,
I
bro.
I'm
wasn't
not an
picking
idiot.
I
I just
wasn't-
get fucking loaded, dog.
I wasn't
you act
picking
like
on
an
you.
Idiot.
But
So-
I'm responsible. I have a job. I work 40 hours a week.
So
I
it's-
have a real job.
I'm not gonna say a timeline because I'm not gonna do them like that. But it's a Thursday, right?
Right.
And
Oh,
he's
God,
off of
I already
work.
know what the fuck he's gonna tell.
I gotta tell Wes this story because it's fucking funny. So he's off of work on Friday, right? And somehow I got a Friday off, right? So he's like, calls me up. He's like, "Hey man, let's come over. I'm having a little trash can fire." I'm like, "Ah, yeah, cool." You know, I've been at Put in Bay all day. Like I'm just trying to lay low key and shit. You know?
After Put-in Bay?
Yeah, like you know, I've been walking all day and shit, riding golf carts.
I already know where this story's going.
And
I don't approve.
So I don't really give a fuck. Pineapples. But fucking. So I go over there, right? I'm thinking it's like super low key, and as soon as everybody goes to sleep, he's like, "Hey, let's go to the strip club." I'm like, "Bruh, I don't know, bruh. I don't know. Well, let's go to the strip club." So we end up at the fucking strip club, of course. Brunswick.
Excuse me.
Christie's. Wrecks the truck. Curves some shit. Whatever.
Chrissy's on a Thursday.
Yeah, it was
On
weird.
Thursday.
So,
Dude,
we're
the
getting-
amount of hot bitches that were
yeah,
there
they
on
were
a
hot.
Thursday.
I don't know about hot, but
This
I
is
had the
that
beer
one.
goggles on, so
yeah,
they were hot.
yeah. I thought I was coming over there for a trash can fire. I'm gonna up like
Yeah,
hooker
right.
snatch in my face.
Yeah.
But fucking.
Oh, you got it, son.
I wasn't bitching. You know, I wasn't by all means bitching.
Yeah. shit, this is happening.
So we go to the club and shit, and he's like, you know, he's getting tuned. Now it's 2:30, so we're getting kicked out of the bitch. Like, it's time to go, motherfuckers.
Oh, you gotta wait. You gotta rewind back there and tell some of the shit that happened there, because there's a couple stories that are pretty funny.
Yeah,
if you're gonna do me like this, do me right.
Okay, so we get there and shit, and it's like cool, whatever. But he just keeps getting hella dances, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right, it's my turn to get a couple dances. I grab a couple dances. He's like, comes back, he's like, you gotta grab this bitch. You know, he already had it lined up. Like, here's this bitch. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I go in the bag. In the bag. He's like, dude, she's solid, and she was fucking solid. Okay. So randomly, I get fucking angry. I just like out of the blue, I just get angry, and I'm sitting there, and I already asked the bartender for like 50 singles, and I have them in my hand. I'm just waiting for the right bitch, right?
You're getting angry in anticipation?
Yeah, a little bit.
Listen, at this point, there's probably the table's smaller than this, and it's all Bud Lights.
Yeah. So I see this dweeb.
Loaded.
He's throwing like these singles like a straight, like, just come
Schmuck.
on, bro. Like, dude, is this your first time at the club? You know what I mean? Like, he's like, here you go, ma'am. Here you go, ma'am. Like, dude, what the
I thought
fuck?
he was chunking them.
No, he's like handing them to her, you know, in her hand. So I'm pissed. And
he
some
wants that affirmation.
for some reason,
Please take it.
for some reason, the stripper just pissing me off. She's super hot, but she's pissing me off. And I have these 50 singles in my hand, right? So this dude's like trying to get her. I walk up and like I swear to God, I wanted to growl at her, right? Like, but I didn't. But so what I did was I whipped 50 singles at her head. And I just stood over her like dominance, right? Like super weird. And she looks at the one dude like she's super happy that I just threw all that money at her.
She's like, what the fuck?
And she's like, looks at him. I hear her, right? And I'm just standing at her with just like crazy eyes. Like I just whipped 50 singles at her head. Like I didn't ask her to like put it in her panties. Nothing. I just walked up to her and was like, and whipped it at her head.
Like a fucking caveman.
So the dude's like, what the fuck? Next thing I know, this dude comes out of the back room like, pew, 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 all happy and shit. He starts grabbing the all the singles.
No, listen, I walked. Oh no, you're talking about the fucking bouncer dude.
Yeah, well, the bouncer dude starts raking it up. Like, you don't ask no question. He just starts going over brooming the shit. Well, I dropped
Brooming the singles?
Yeah, you know, he's doing his job.
Maybe I've never been to a strip club before. I don't go to strip clubs. I don't give a fuck.
You're smart.
So
I'm a germaphobe. I don't want any.
Yeah, honestly,
So
smart
I
as
come
fuck.
around the corner, right?
That's why I threw him from 6 feet.
So I come around the corner, right? And this dude's fucking sweeping up all this shit. I had no idea this is fucking happening. Right?
Half the 50 singles went on the floor, but I just walked away.
And
he comes up all jolly.
She's nursing her black eye.
Right. He starts putting them in her panties, bro. My singles, all jolly and shit.
Are you shitting me?
He's like,
them off the floor.
One for you, one for you. He doesn't no clue what just happened, dude. I just assaulted this bitch.
She's spreading her legs and shit, and I'm fucking just snap.
You're just the fucking
snap.
You're the George Washington liaison. Just like, I'll help you with these.
Right, I'll put them where they belong.
So that was fun. We tried getting in the back room, but we didn't want to spend the money. So
now she knows who to blame for a yeast infection.
Right.
So we get back to the truck, right?
Wasn't me.
We don't know it's wrecked yet because we must have curbed something on the way in. What? So we're sitting there, and the bouncer comes out because he was totally giving the bouncer weird vibes all night. Obviously, clearly, it's George.
Yeah, it's George.
And he's like,
make
"Hey,
much.
bro,
I
you
don't
guys
give weird
good?"
vibes.
You know, most bouncers at this local area is like Ukrainian dudes. He's like, "You guys good?" And he's like, "Yeah." But the whole time he's trying to find a hooker, right?
Who?
The
You.
bouncer? You?
Yeah. He's like,
No.
"I'm getting a hooker. I'm
Not
totally
me.
getting a
What
hooker."
is this? Is this a pineapple conversation right now?
Yeah, it might be, but I don't give a fuck. So
Whatever,
yeah,
it is what it is.
your old lady don't listen to shit. So
Shoot, I'm wild, bro.
She knows.
So,
she knows.
dude,
Yeah.
Nobody
it's
knows.
too good of a story to
Everybody
fucking
knows.
know.
Everybody knows now. Only
I don't
we
give a
knew.
fuck. I don't give a
Right.
fuck. So
I give a fuck.
he's driving through Brunswick. It's 3 a.m. and he's on this app trying to find a hooker. And I'm like, bro, I'm kind of thinking straight. I'm like, if you're really gonna find a hooker tonight, let's just get a room. I'm dog tired. I bet put in bed all day. All I want is a bed.
He's a fucking pussy.
No, dude.
And-
No, dude. I'm with this guy.
Yeah,
Fuck
like
that.
I've been partying all day.
I went to work all day.
I'm down, dude. I'm down. I'm a one.
He played hooky.
I'm a one-stop shop. Like if I'm at Put-in Bay and then I go home, fuck that.
Yeah.
He played hooky all
Yeah.
day from work
Yeah,
and went to
so
put
I
in
went to
bed.
put in bed. Still, I had a good time.
I
So,
went and worked fucking 12 hours.
I'm a baby. Call me a baby. I don't
Yeah.
care. If
So,
you're partying all day,
at this
that's
point,
like
I
36.
was fucking worked 12 hours, went to the strip club. I was fucking What do you do with the wood?
Yeah, that's true.
What
So
do you do with the wood?
he's cruising down Pearl Road in Brunswick trying to find a hooker while he's driving, and the truck sounds like garbage because he fucking hit his fucking
His fender's
fender.
rubbing up against his
Yeah,
tire.
yeah. So I'm like, bro.
Wasn't me.
I'm like, let's go to Middleburg. Let's get a fucking Super 8, whatever. I'm like, I need to fucking pass out. I'll try to help you find a hooker.
Chill out,
But, like,
man.
if you find a hooker, just let me know. I'll go sleep in the truck. I gave it, like, 45 minutes. He didn't find shit.
He was drawing on a pillow, dog.
So,
Yeah, dude.
end of the
Yeah,
night
man,
comes.
it's done.
I just passed out.
I
dude.
was
I'm
up
done.
till noon the next day.
You're a good friend. You're
Yeah.
a good friend. Or maybe I'm a shitty friend because
Okay.
if you were my friend, I would have left you. I would be like,
He
"You're out of
drove.
your
He
mind."
drove.
I'd
What
be
am I
like-
going to be on foot?
He
Uber it, bitch.
Not that late, bro. Not during this time. So we get to the hotel and shit, and like I'm kind of blacked out, drunk at this point. I've been drinking since noon, dog. You know what I mean? It's 2:30. Like I
I'm
wanted to
drunk
shut
as
it down.
shit.
I thought I was
I'm
going
good.
over there for a trash can fire. Now you got me in this shenanigans.
Right.
So like I try to act like I'm helping him out, but like really I'm just thinking about that pillow I want to hit.
I bought him a fucking pillow is what I did.
The funny story is we go up to the window, right, at the Motel 6, and she's like, we have one room available, right? We look like a couple of queers, you know what I mean? And she's like, but the TV doesn't work. And we're like, oh, we don't give a fuck, because I just know he just wants to find a hooker. And she's like, actually, I think the TV got stolen. We're like, oh, we're not worried about the TV. She's like,
Wait.
all right, cool.
Did you go to a hotel or a motel?
Motel 6.
Oh, a home.
Right there in Middleburg.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's kill everything.
I don't give a fuck. So, fucking pineapples. But so I go to
Shut it down.
I go to sleep, right? And I don't know what the fuck he got into. I'm not even gonna get into that. But I wake up. And
All I could tell you is I was up all night and there was no hookers
No
or
hookers ever showed.
titties.
Checked his bank account and was like, where the
I-
fuck did that go?
I remember telling him, I'm like, hey, if you find a hooker, just let me know. I'll go to the truck. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'll go sleep in the truck. You can bone a hooker out. I don't give a fuck.
Never
I
happened.
just want to see what she looks like.
Yeah,
please.
at least let me take a
Yeah.
peek. Like,
Yeah.
before your dick comes out. But so
It never got to that point, so.
I look over, right? Someone's yelling my name. Or not in my name, they're yelling at me.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck? So I like kind of come to it, and he's like in the fetal position in the corner of the bed, and I'm like passed out in the
With
bed.
my shoes on.
Yeah. And the whole place smells like
Listen, I just listen, all night I was doing my thing, smoking cigarettes in the hotel
the whole
room,
place smells like weed.
drinking
In a non-smoking fucking motel.
I was smoking weed, I was drinking.
the-
I was having a party by myself.
It's the maintenance
right.
guy. He left the door open. He's like, "Oh, that's cute. You guys leave the door open. Yeah, it's noon. You guys need to get out of here." And I'm like, "Bruh." I look at him, dude, some Mexican
No.
dude. I'm dead serious. And I'm
So-
like, "Bro, I need
so
10
listen.
minutes. I have no pants on, bro. I'm in my briefs, bro. I don't know what the
no,
fuck
you
happened."
had your shorts on. So, back up.
No, wait,
So
hold
the
on.
door was open because I had the little fucking privacy thing open because I was smoking in there. I wanted the smoke to go
you know,
somewhere.
you wanted to
Out in
ventilate
the
it.
hallway?
No, it's outside.
How the motel
It's a
goes.
motel.
You
The
know,
door
like
is
you
right
go
on
right
the
outside.
outside.
Yeah.
And
They
then
ain't that fancy.
Yeah, dude, I'm from suburbs. We don't
Yeah.
get hotels.
Yeah, motels.
Neither, dude.
Yeah.
And then,
Hotels, motels, homos,
then-
nothing.
then I had the bathroom fan on too, because you know that's an old trick.
But I get waking up to this Mexican
Wait,
guy.
go ahead.
And he's yelling at me, and I'm like, "How rude, dude! I didn't fucking leave." He's like, "Oh, left the door open. That's
Are you
cute."
George's hooker?
And I look over at George, and I'm like, "Dude, this dude isn't a fetal." And he's like, "Yeah, 1 minute." I'm like, "Hey, bro." I look at the dude. I point my finger. I'm like, "You need to give me fucking 10 minutes, so, right?" So it gets better. It gets fucking better.
Oh, way better.
Whoa! I don't know if you should tell that part.
I don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
dude. you
Pineapples,
gotta tell
pineapples.
him.
It's just- no,
Pineapples
wait,
the shit
wait.
out of that one.
You can't pineapples in the middle. The best part.
Oh,
No,
dude.
dude.
Yeah,
it's
I'm not gonna
definitely
pineapple.
pineapples.
It's,
Yeah,
such,
might as well
it's
don't even-
such a George
I'm on the
thing.
editing process, so I know what goes on here and don't. So I get my shit, we leave, but for some reason I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna close this door, right? I'm just gonna leave it half open because I'm being a dick, right? So we get all the way back to Royalton. He's dropping me off in the truck. He's like, "Dude, we need to go back." And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "I left my satchel, my weed satchel there." I'm like, "Okay, whatever, dude. It's
His
weed."
purse?
Yeah, his little purse, right? So he left his
It's a
purse. right?
merce.
Merce.
Right.
And I'm like, whatever, forget about it. And he just starts getting angry at me. He's like, "You don't understand. I need to go back there." And I'm like, "Why? Why is your bag of weed so important?" And he's like, "Because my gun's in the same drawer." I'm like, "Bro, when did you bring a gun to the equation?"
This is definitely a pineapple story. This is a pineapple story if I've ever heard of it.
Pineapple the fuck
The
out
gun
of
the
this.
gun was involved when she said the TV was robbed.
You're
I don't
let me
remember
stop
that.
at home real quick. Yeah.
No, it was in.
Nah, it was in my truck.
Yeah. No, we stopped at the gun store and bought
Totally
one.
legal.
Yeah, totally legal.
Yeah. 15 minutes in and out.
We sobered up and bought a gun. Fucking
No, I have a. This is whatever.
pineapples, bitch. But I don't give a fuck. It's just for fun
There's a
entertainment.
lockbox in my truck. That's all you need to know.
No, I get it. I carry. Yeah. I get
Yeah,
it.
but so
But totally
I
fucking
told him,
pineapples.
I'm like, bro, like I was freaking out because like I'm hungover as fuck and I don't know what the fuck
So-
just happened. Some Mexicans waking me up, like yelling at me and
He
shit.
cried the blues, and I drove all the way
No,
back
hold
there.
on a second. Now, hold on a second. So it seems like there's a running theme here because I know George. You guys know George.
Yeah.
And I've only hung out with him a handful of times, and this is the first time I've seen you in fucking years, right? You know,
Yep.
we saw each other a couple of weeks ago, but that was like 10
Nothing
seconds.
has changed.
Whoa.
You seem to be, and correct me if I'm wrong, the enabler of the group of
Oh, yeah.
bad activity,
What
right?
are you
yeah.
talking about?
love it.
So
Bad activity. No, I'm just mean, bro.
you're
Dude,
mean.
he's like that devil on your shoulder that you're like, I gotta do good, I gotta do good. But he's like, man, he makes it sound so fun.
I never
like-
once called George think I'm doing any good. I called George on my own time because I like to get fucking weird, bro. And he's on my level, dog.
See, that's weird.
Listen, dude.
funny.
I just do my.
I
man.
love seeing
I'm
shit
like, I don't know. I try to be good, but it's just, I feel so good when I'm doing wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean-
yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. I gotta go to work in the morning, but fuck it. You only live once,
If
right?
you're getting to work on time, I don't think it fucking matters.
Oh,
Right?
I-
These are the
I
things
might be
wish-
10 minutes
Right.
late, but I'll be there.
I mean,
Yeah.
no, I'm telling you, man. Like, if I go, I show up to work on time every time, and I can hold the whole night, man. I mean, like, if you get out of work on time, you're fucking golden.
Yeah,
You're
for sure.
Right.
As long as you don't pull an all-nighter, because that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
you're done.
That's
Oh,
You're done.
dude.
You are a, you know,
It'll be a long fucking day at work.
So we had this one guitarist.
I've done that.
We had this guitarist who actually started the band with us, and we called him Miss Daisy. Right?
Why?
Look,
Why though?
We called him Miss Daisy because he would show up to practice, and we practiced twice a week, Wednesday in the afternoons and Sunday mornings. Sunday mornings will be from 8 to like 11 or 12 o'clock at night.
Uh-huh.
He would show up on Sunday so fucked up, and he won't go to bed because he's like 8 in the morning's too early for me. Might as well not go to bed. So we'll call him Miss Daisy. Or if he's really fucked up, we'll call him Yoish Magoish because he's completely on the ground and he can't fucking do anything, right? Right, so now Miss Daisy, if you're a Miss Daisy, you're a dude who can party all night and go to work acting like you're fine. That's a Miss Daisy. That's a dude who's like, that's obvious he's completely out of his mind, but he's trying.
That's
Oh,
this
yeah.
guy over
A
here.
Yoish Magoish is a deflated fucking backyard pool, right? We're like, I cannot believe this thing's still holding water. That's a Yoish Magoish. If you're a fucking...
That's Chris. Look at this fucking dude. It looked like we just picked him up on the fucking corner holding a sign.
Yeah.
Please
dude,
feed me.
Deep down inside right now, I'm like, I just need a nap.
A Yoish Magoish doesn't even try. A Miss Daisy is a joke. It's like, that dude's trying, and he might as well just go fucking home.
Oh,
That
well,
was our saying.
This dude's
Yeah.
pretty good at being drunk late and loaded. So
What are you trying to say, man? I do
you're
my
good at your
part.
craft.
You're adaptive. That's what it is, man.
the
It's just
best part of it.
adaptive.
I could talk to anybody and anybody, man. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
That's
What
the-
your vibe's like, I don't care, man. I could talk to you all day long.
That's the best thing. See, that's what I like about what I'm getting into right now because you're pulling up on this podcast. You're trying to get as much as you can out of it.
Yeah.
And you already know what to ask. You already
Right.
know what to go about.
Yeah, I
That's
appreciate.
cool.
I appreciate you realize that.
Well, this isn't easy, man. People
No.
don't people don't realize
Nah.
creative intellectuality
Yeah.
where it's just like
Especially when you're not doing this full time, when you're just
Yeah.
getting off of work, doing it on the wing. It's
Yep.
like, bro, like
Dude.
it's on your mind a little bit at work, but in my back of my mind, I'm like, I'll be all right.
do you ever think about our parents? Our parents got off of work and they were completely they can't do anything.
Nah.
They can't even stand up, dude. They are
Right.
done.
No.
They're absolutely done when they get off work. They don't want to talk.
Yeah.
They don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
They just want to sit. And we're all in our late 20s.
Yeah.
And we get off of work and we're like, as long as I have some beer and
Yeah.
something to get me going.
And let's do a podcast. Let's,
Yeah.
you know, like in your mind, like, hey, let's go
I've
to
been
the studio, you know, and shit, you know.
You text me, you're like, you gonna be here tonight, right? And I'm like, what? Like my phone went off. I'm like, Yep, I'm gonna be there.
Dude, yeah,
Therapeutic, man.
This is awesome.
Thank you. I
love
appreciate
shit
that,
like
man.
this.
I appreciate that.
I've only done my fair share of podcasts, but it always comes around to doing this. Stick a microphone in everyone's face.
Yeah.
Everyone has a nice couple drinks. And
Yeah.
we just talk some bullshit.
That's
Because
what
everybody's got a story.
Yeah,
Everybody's got life.
and that was really
experiences.
what I wanted. You know what I mean?
Stories.
Like you here right now. Like when I thought about it, I hit him up. I'm like, dude, I really want to do a podcast, and
Yeah.
like we just kind of roll with it.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, I don't care where it goes, what it does, but like it's definitely therapeutic to me. So
yeah, dude.
you know what I mean?
And I don't think I even ever asked you, like, just like, what was
Right.
what was the vibe
Rounds.
like? Why, like, what did you like? How did you even like come up with the idea? It was just.
What do you mean? How did I come up with the idea? It's the most popular thing in the world right now, dude.
No, like I get that, but
He's on
like
that.
you felt like you needed something.
Yeah, I needed that. I needed
Well,
that.
listen.
I needed that filler in my life for
This
sure.
is,
Right.
I've said this like 9 times tonight, maybe only once on the air, but this is no different than being in a band. You're
Yeah.
like, this is an outlet for me.
Yeah.
This is something that
Yeah.
I'm like, and when you have an outlet that you get to put energy into and
Yeah.
understand the production. When we were starting, you guys were freaking out getting this shit started.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
love that fucking pre-roll
Yeah.
anxiety, man.
Yeah.
You want to talk about?
Yeah.
You want to tell me about fucking anxiety on like
Because you know
post-
there's hiccups in the road and
Oh
shit, you know
my
what I
God,
mean? And
dude, it's-
unexpected shit. I had you here, you know? I don't really give a fuck about this fucking cat, but I had you here and
he got
fucking
picked up on
you
the
know
corner.
what I mean? Like
Whatever,
I'm like,
dude.
dude, we gotta get this
Stray
shit rolling,
cat.
you know?
Right,
You
right,
figure it
Rolled
out,
out
but
of a fucking, what do they call those?
it's a lot of
Brothel.
bullshit. But once I sit in this chair and we start rolling, that's when I'm like, this all worth it.
You've definitely
'Cause I-
changed. You've changed since the mics turned on 100%, but
Yeah.
not in a bad way. In
No.
more of a like turned on.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
And more
right,
of like
go.
a fucking athlete. You're like, go.
Yeah,
Gotta go.
yeah.
Well, I'm the same
It's like
old
movies, bro.
asshole.
Once they snap, action. Like,
Well, yeah.
it's time to go. It's time to wake up. Time to like make
Catch-
it real.
So listen.
Catch us on September 10th, man. You'll see it in our faces. Like when we are hanging out with everyone before the show, and we're hanging out on the merch table, and we're being presentable to everybody, and we're everybody's friend. When we play the stage, I feel like a completely different fucking person. I feel like a person that is
A lot of people step back away from it because they like get stuck in it. I feel like when I
You
sit in
gotta
this chair,
lean.
I'm like, I did my part. Everything's ready. Everything's
gotta-
everything's rolling. It's time for me to do what I want to fucking do. You know
gotta
what I
lean
mean?
into. You gotta have some
Yeah.
balls. You gotta lean into.
Well, yeah, that's where the Bud
Oh,
Lights
yeah.
come in, bro.
Right, right.
Oh man, dude, it's hard for me to
Little
play.
liquid courage, bro.
It feels shitty to say, but it's hard pressed for me to play a show sober because it's just like, well, like I need to care. Like I
Yeah.
need to care about it. Like if I were to play it sober, you want to know what I'm thinking about when I'm playing on
Yeah.
this? I'm thinking about a beer when I get the fuck off.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's
it's
funny
really-
you brought that up because I think it was with you. We saw Yellow Wolf together, right?
Oh
Yellow
shit.
Wolf.
yeah,
nice.
we saw.
He was an opener for
Breaking Benjamin and
Shut the
somebody
fuck up.
else,
That's a
right?
good show right
No,
there.
it was breaking. It was Yellow Wolf.
Bad Wolf.
Shut the fuck up.
Whatever, dude.
Bad
He-
company.
It was.
He was so fucking hammered. He
Listen,
doesn't probably
I could tell you who
remember
it was.
Go,
it was.
go, right
It
now.
was Yellow Wolf, Skillet, and
No, it wasn't Skillet.
It was
What?
Skillet. I got videos, motherfucker.
Whatever, dude.
And it was Stone Sour.
Anyways, so what they told us, because like honestly, Yellow Wolf didn't like put on the best show.
That's
And-
because that motherfucker got fucked up the night before.
No, they said it's because he was sober. He was sober.
Maybe.
And they said like he puts on his best show when he's fucked up. And if you think about it, like when you go to a party and you start drinking, your fucking mood heightens depending on who you
Right,
are. I mean,
right,
if
right.
you're not like one of those people that want
Or
to
who
burn the
you're
world,
around with.
right? Exactly. But like you start to open up more. You start to understand like, oh yeah, I'm loose. Like I'm good. I
Right,
want
right.
to go. And I feel like it's almost a double-edged sword for a lot of artists because it becomes their demise.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The
I mean, I've never been an
alcohol,
artist, but
right, the
I can see that.
alcohol,
I
the
think you
drugs, and everything, it helps us get loose and helps us open up. But then sometimes it doesn't become enough.
There's a reason why I don't drive myself to my shows.
Right,
You know what
right,
I'm saying?
exactly.
And
You're
you know,
smart. You're smart
well,
about it.
You know, some people can call it fear. It's more of a like, listen, I know myself.
You perform
I need-
best
I need to
not being able to
I need
drive
to
a
be
vehicle.
able to not get. The real fuck of it is, and here's what people don't understand. It says it's not about you being in your head. It's you being inside of everyone else's
Exactly.
head, right? You think that they're thinking about you, and you got to break that fucking barrier and be like, all right, fuck what they think. Go about it and do it. And every show I play,
I don't give a fuck.
there's two things I think about when I play shows. A, don't fucking fuck up. If you fuck up, you fucked your guys up. It's almost like you fucked your squad up. You fucked them, and now they're fucked.
Yep.
That's number one. Number two is I'm fucking sweating my ass off. It's so hot up here.
Turn the fan, bro.
No. This is on stage, dude.
Oh, on stage.
This is on stage.
It's
This
hot
is,
as fuck
got
here,
you.
too.
I am sweating, dude. Now here's your backstage information.
Yeah.
You're sweating more than you've ever sweat in your life.
I
This
bet.
is me because I'm a little chunky monkey.
You ever
That's
get a
okay.
headache when you come off stage?
No.
No.
No, I'm just sweaty.
Yeah.
I'm just a sweaty boy.
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking
Sweaty boy.
You're getting hit with all these lights and we're playing death metal, so we're playing fast as fuck, and you're also going on stage and I do a lot of the talking when it comes, so like they don't tell you this when you're playing shows, but in between songs,
Someone's got to talk.
hold on, in between songs it's like this. The quietest you've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's the quietest you've ever heard a room in your life.
Why
And
is that though? Everyone's
because
nervous?
everyone's waiting for you to talk.
I feel like
Everyone's
that's
look-
so awkward
It is-
because it's so much noise and then nothing.
Because and then you want to know what's fucked up. So all right, Resuscitated, right? We're a new band, so that means we're second or third on any bill. Okay. Very rarely do we open because we're just not that fucking lucky. We would love to open,
Yeah.
because then we can get it done and then we can enjoy our night. But we're usually second or third. So we attend every single band that's playing for the most part.
Out of respect.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do,
Yeah.
and we try to. Sometimes certain things come up, but we try to attend. Anyone who's on the stage, we're trying to be front and center. So we know what it's like when you don't have anything to talk about, just like a podcast. Like
Yeah.
you were talking before we started.
I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna talk about,
So-
but I know we're gonna talk about something.
nothing is lamer to a band than having pre-written
Fuck
down
that,
shit. You're
no.
like, hello everybody,
Yeah, no.
welcome. You know,
it's not
no.
Hollywood, bro.
Right. So
Yeah.
so we go on there unprepared. All we know is our set list. So we'll know that there's a big break between song 2 and 3, and
Yeah.
then that's when I go on and I go,
Hey.
hi. You know,
Yeah.
and it is always
Right.
a fucking nightmare. I got a fantastic story for you guys about this shit.
Yeah.
So we
Drop
played in Canton in July. So every July we play in Canton. It's about an hour away from Cleveland, hour and a half, and it's First Friday at the Buzz Bin. Okay, our guys.
Buzzbin.
the
Good-
Buzz-
good-
the
good
sound
venue.
It sounds like a good
Amazing
place to
venue.
hang
A
out.
fantastic.
Shout out to Buzzbin then.
Yeah, Buzzbin's a great venue. They pay us fantastically.
Hell yeah.
They are fucking awesome.
Treat
They
you good?
Yeah, they treat us fantastic.
Yeah,
They got
good.
2 stages. They got a studio in the back, and they have a whole strip. So every year they do First Friday of July, and that is a
Ooh, yeah,
big show.
massive.
So we played First Friday of 2020. It was awesome, dude. It was like the pandemic was going on. There was Black Lives Matter there protesting,
Yeah.
and they were a part of the show, which was really great because we got to go behind them and really get behind some causes.
Mm-hmm.
First Friday of 2021 was the first time they got to. First time. No. I digress. Not the first time. They got
First
to,
time for you.
First time for us to understand what First Friday is like in Canton,
Yeah.
Ohio,
Mhm.
where they go balls to
Bananas,
the wall.
huh?
Fucking food vendors all across the street. The street's shut down. If you want to drive there, you might as well drive through a fucking wave of people. And we pull in. We are the co-headliners, and we're like, I've never seen so many people in our lives. And this is cool because you're a local band. You're like, we're about to fucking
Shred.
actually have a real
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's say there's 5 or 6 bands on the bill. Let's say there's 6 bands. 4 of the bands aren't even metal.
Whoa, what are they?
Just like, chilling.
Yeah.
We're acoustic
Like,
rock.
yeah.
We got acoustic rock.
Yeah.
We got some chill hardcore.
So you're a little nervous. You're like, we're gonna come on there and like be way different.
We were like listening to the other bands and we're like, we have played the wrong show. Like we are fucked.
Yeah.
Because none of these bands sound like us and everyone's really vibing on this like new wave summer 21.
You're about
Like-
to come out there and just slaughter them.
We got on stage and we're like, "Hi, everybody! Like, our booking manager has been fired. We are the death metal representatives of the night. Like, we are fucked because we were nervous because we're like, oh man, it's not about
Who's the headliner?
the headliners are really good friends. They're called Stillborn Prodigy, but that fucking week they lost a bassist. They just got through some shit.
Their band went through some shit.
So yeah, and they're really good guys,
Yeah.
and they put on the show. They just didn't tell us about the lack thereof death metal. right?
Yeah.
Right. So all the bands who went on before us were really, really good, but they weren't metal.
They weren't metal. Yeah.
They were metal, man. They weren't like we got on and we're like, all right, hey guys, we're gonna fucking ruin your night. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna make your ears bleed.
Yeah, and we get that a lot because being a newer band, you don't get to go hang out with the good metal bands.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
They don't care because there's so many metal bands right now. You gotta fucking go through like the barbed
hoops.
wire.
You
Yeah.
gotta go through the shit.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. So
You
we
gotta
You gotta
drag your
shit the
dick
bed
through
here
the
and
dirt.
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right.
so this is a packed house. So I don't even know how many heads. I would say 250 to 350.
Damn, that many people?
It was fucking packed because
Damn.
dude, this was the one night where I'm like, you know what?
These people gotta know that like you guys are playing.
No, dude, this is first Friday, dude. This is like
Yeah.
Whoever comes,
They
comes.
just
The
know
streets
that
were
there's
packed.
gonna
They're
be
like,
people.
well, that bar sucks. Let's go into this bar. And Buzzbin is such an awesome bar. It really gets people in there because they have so many stages. They got
Yeah.
one in and one out. It's all black lit. It's all
Mhm.
dope. We get on there. We're like, all right, here we go. Like 25% to 40% of the people leave right when we start.
Damn.
And then 70% of the people start walking in, and the next thing you know, it is pandemonium, and we strive for moments like that where we're like, oh my god, we're fucked, and then we know
You
okay,
caught the ear.
yeah,
Right.
oh thank god,
Yeah.
dude, like they fucking dig this.
They
or
heard it
something.
from the outside. Start
Right.
walking.
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
we see that
That's
shit.
dope.
We see that shit a lot. We're like, okay, we don't belong, but let's just go give it. And you know, we talk.
You can't be afraid to shit the bed.
No.
Oh, I love
100%.
it.
You
I
can't be
love
afraid
it.
to shit the bed.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the idea of fucking up because I
Yeah.
go, all right, that's fucking.
Yeah.
You want to know why this is gonna be the best story ever? If
Yeah.
you fuck this up.
Yeah.
You know, and
And it'll probably make you better. You know.
no, but it's still a good story.
You don't think it'll make you better?
No,
How do you figure?
because like
You ever been booed off the stage?
I wish.
You wish.
I think the closest to booed off the stage we got was we used to play. So there's used to be a hardcore club in downtown Cleveland called Peabody's. It's
Oh,
called,
Yeah,
I
it's
gone.
yeah,
remember
Peabody's
Yeah.
is gone.
Gone.
Of course we know that.
R.I.P. Peabody's,
Yeah.
man. That place was like childhood memories.
We used to work with
Gone.
a production called Guerrilla Production, and they would sign
Yep.
local, very local bands, and they
Yeah.
would just throw them on any
Give 'em a
building.
shot,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and I think we played a show for my mom. I
Your-
think that's it.
Your mom?
Just my mom. Just one mom.
Damn.
One of our moms. It was mine or the singers, and it was one person, and
That was the only person
that's
there.
the only person there. But there was like 400 people on the stage to the right of us, right?
Yeah, watching
And-
them.
Yeah, watching the other band, and we're like, why did they play 2 shows at once? Like, why did they
Right.
give us?
That's
They didn't even
weird.
give us a chance. you
So
know?
like can you hear both music going at once?
They're like, you guys gotta start now. We're like, should we wait till they're done? They're like, no.
What?
no. It was weird. The Peabody's had 3 stages. They had
Yeah.
the main stage at Pirates Cove,
Yeah.
and the one on top.
But they
was
weren't
the Rockstar.
separated, and you could hear it all.
No, you couldn't hear it.
Nah.
Actually, it was big. It was a big venue. You'd be pretty
Yeah.
solid, but
I've
My-
never been to Peabody's.
My
I've heard of it.
first Peabody concert was Big Chocolate.
no shit.
Yeah,
dude.
because it was like I was
Peabody's
into
was-
EDM and everything at the
Yeah.
time, and like Big Chocolate was there. I was like, "Yo, let's go!" And like from everybody that I heard from that performed at Peabody's, is like Peabody's was one of those places that gave you a chance. Like they gave you the opportunity to make it. It's almost was like the SoundCloud of venues.
That's a good way of looking at it because we were surprised that like, I'll tell you this story and then I'm gonna piss real quick. But
Yeah, for sure.
We played this one show and I'll never forget this because this is the point of the story I was telling before. We when you're a local band, anywhere, no matter what age you are, no matter what level you are, when you're starting out, you have to sell tickets.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you can or you cannot.
It's
you
business.
sell these tickets.
Yeah.
You sell them.
Yeah.
And if you sell a certain number, then you start getting paid. Let's say anything after 25 tickets, then you get paid.
Then you start getting paid. Yeah.
So
you get bar fee too or no?
no, sometimes they'll give us free drinks, but not often.
Why though? I thought
it's different every time. It literally, we'll play a bar, and it's different
sometimes you get half the bar though, right? If
No,
you're big enough.
Sometimes, but not often.
That's where you make your coin though, right?
We make our coin from merch.
Merch, yeah.
Yeah.
Right
but-
now.
Yeah, right. Dude, sometimes they'll give you drink tickets, but not often. But so we're playing Peabody's, and we sold 75 tickets, which is bananas. We
Yeah.
had a bet going, right? Whoever can sell the most tickets. I think at the time we were 17 or 18 years old, and the bet was whoever can sell the most tickets has to like do something stupid in middle school or high school. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And we sold 75 fucking tickets. So
Yeah.
we go to the show, and they go, okay, dude, you guys actually sold like hella tickets. You guys can play the headlining slot for the Pirates Cove, which was the smallest stage at the time, or you can play the opening slot of the main stage, and then after you, the main tour goes on, which is like, I think at the time was Get Scared, the Browning, like big bands make like bigger bands in our time. They're all emo metal bands or whatever, but they
So
have
did you
following.
pick that one?
Of course we picked that one. We're like, let's open for this.
Do it big.
So we're in the green room, we're getting ready, we're fucking hanging out, we're drinking, we're doing our thing, and we're like, this is the one time where we get to just walk on out and start, right?
Yeah.
You feel like a boss because you're
I
opening
did.
for some
Right.
people.
Right. Usually when you start a show when you're a local band, you set up all your gear and you look at all your bandmates awkwardly like, "Hey, you ready?" And then you turn around and then you face
Super
everyone.
scared, yeah.
And then you face everyone when you start. This is the first time we got to walk out and start, right? And one of the songs we were starting out at this time, this was one of my first bands. This is called a band called South on 77. And
I remember this.
Yeah. We walk out, and it was a song that I start because I was playing guitar. I walk out, I see 1,200 heads. More heads than I've ever met. I forget the riff. Immediately. I immediately go, what? Like, I completely... and I remember looking to CJ, who's in Resuscitated.
Yeah.
He was playing drums during this band. I look at him and I go, I forgot the riff. And he just starts playing. So it's just drums.
Helped you out, though?
And then I'm like, oh my God. And then it starts collecting. Dude, and we played the show, and my knee was shaking.
I couldn't
dude.
imagine that, dude.
I never would have expected to be so nervous, and it happened so goddamn quickly.
Dude,
And I loved it. I loved walking out of there and being like, that was terrible, man. That was absolutely terrible.
You fucked up.
That's the thing. Like, I've had anxiety just being like an everyday person.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine like going in front of a crowd and like, yeah, they're somewhat interested, but
Right.
And then your legs start shaking, your arms start shaking. Oh, I don't remember the fucking what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
Fuck.
Dude, I mean, it takes a certain kind of person because, like, you know, you got your people that are, you know, they got stage fright and things like that, you know, public speaking and such, but
I'm good on all that.
you're doing something that's, like, bigger than
Could
that.
you imagine it?
Oh, dude, no way, man. I mean,
Could you
like,
imagine doing a pod in
in-
front of like
10, 15 people? No.
I don't
No.
know though, honestly, because I feel like what we do is similar.
what we
different,
do?
but
You
same,
didn't pay
same.
your mic fucking due yet.
Di-
I
Part
want
of
to
the
hear your shit.
podcast. Leave me the fuck alone.
Different, but same. Okay, we're not singing. If your voice sounds like shit, it is what it is. It's you.
Or,
this
you're,
is
or,
what
or
we
if your
do.
guitar ain't shredding.
Right,
Fuck, dude, you're
exactly.
fucked.
You know, like us, what we do is we're just vibing. I mean, CrossRoadVibes, you're just vibing.
Yeah,
But as
it's
a
easy.
music, if you don't have the voice for music or you don't have that ability, people aren't gonna like it. People are here for the stories. It's two different things, but I can
Stories?
see the,
I ain't got no stories.
You got plenty of
Whatever,
What
stories.
the fuck
dude.
am I here for?
it's the anxiety of, like, if I fuck up this guitar, like he was saying, it's like,
Yeah.
oh shit. You know, if I fumble on some words, that's just because the fucking beer's talking. Like,
I don't know if I don't know if I can get on a stage. I don't think I could.
know. I don't know.
I like this is my comfort zone, man, and I think
Yeah.
I'm decent at it, but like, you know, I get better, you know. But at the same time, getting on a stage is a whole different animal that I could never ever experience, man. I could
Right.
never experience that.
No.
That takes a whole different soul to do that, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
You'd be
care if you're
surprised how easy
singing,
it is.
playing.
You'd be surprised how easy it is.
Really?
Close your eyes. Close your eyes for a minute.
You're,
Close your eyes for a minute. Just do me a favor.
My
Close your
eyes are always closed. What are you talking about?
Picture yourself. Picture yourself.
Butt naked
Butt naked. Sure.
with some hookers.
No, no.
You're giving the third grade speech.
No. It's nothing about picturing the audience naked. It's about picturing yourself at the moment.
Yeah.
What kind of man are you? Are you going to
Well,
go?
you want to try so hard to shred.
No. I don't
Yeah.
want to suck, right? You don't
Yeah.
wanna suck. But it's not about that. It's about this. This is what it's about to me. Close your eyes, right?
All right, we're gonna close our eyes.
Alright, you close your eyes and you hear the engine roaring and you hear the door open up.
I hear the fan.
And you're fucking skydiving.
Right.
And you've made this commitment to
Yeah.
go 10,000 goddamn feet in the air. And
It's
you're about
actually
to jump.
14. We looked this up last podcast.
No
Whatever, shut
shit.
the
So wait a
fuck up.
second. Hold on a second. So I actually have some questions, but let me finish my analogy before I ask.
Yeah.
You've committed yourself to go 14,000 feet in the air. Are you gonna pussy out right when it's your fucking time?
Yep, guaranteed.
No,
I'm done.
you're not.
Listen,
you're not. And
that's
a
you-
good analogy.
Here's the thing. Here's
Are
the thing.
you talking about before you hop out the plane, or
No,
you're already free falling?
You're fucking on the plane, man. You're already on the plane, and
You
you're
got
already
no
looking.
choice.
Here's the thing: they already opened the door, and they've gone like this to you, George. They go like this. Are you ready? And if you say no, I'm not ready, they're gonna be like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Oh, they're
dude?
pushing your ass out.
No, well, yeah. That's
Well, I'm a dick, so I would definitely push somebody out.
right.
But
You
I
need that.
get what you mean. You're here. You're in the
It's
moment.
just
I
the
would
same
rather
as
suck than bail.
Right, you cannot bail. You can, and that's the thing is like I can't wait for the day.
It's just like if you were in the chute with a bull and you're getting ready to
Yep,
ride. You're
yep.
in the chute. You're ready. When
Yeah.
you gonna fucking sit in the chute all day, or you're gonna go.
I'm ready for
Exactly.
that. That's the whole point.
As
That's
soon
how
as
you
that
feel when you-
gate opens,
Well,
that
we're-
shit's real.
We're all blue collar workers, and we
Yeah.
understand like okay, when shit gets risky, when shit gets stressful, that's when you know you can look.
Am I
at
gonna
your,
do this?
Yeah,
You
you
know?
can handle.
When you
it.
get anxiety, I feel like when I get anxiety about something, I'm like, shape up, dude, shape up. That's all it's in
That's
my
all
head
it
is
is.
like, dude,
Yeah.
you can do this. You can do this. And sometimes it's
Yeah.
at work, sometimes while I'm driving, anything I'm fucking doing, man. Sometimes I get in my head a little bit and I'm like, what the fuck you doing, man? You
Right.
got this shit.
Right.
You know? Like, you're gonna go home and be like, I didn't have that shit.
right. No,
The
you don't
fuck
want.
you doing it for then?
You guys play
Right.
football when you were younger? Anyone's played football?
Yeah.
You played football.
I
So these fucking you look at your teammates and you don't want to let them down.
Right.
And when you're in a band, when you're Resuscitated is a 3-piece band. There's one guitar, one bass, one drums. Me and CJ, we do the vocals
Yeah.
together. You can't fucking leave them.
You let
out.
one guy down, you let
Dude,
the whole band down,
you
right?
fucking.
Dude, it's
you-
literally like a fucking. I mean, I don't mean to put down the military, but like
Well,
It's a
it's
platoon.
like you're in
Not
a
even
platoon.
close, yeah,
Not
yeah,
even close,
right,
but
right.
the way you rely on each other to make that operation
Well, it might be
work.
in his head because if he lets his band members down, it's gonna tear him up for 2 weeks.
Right.
Exactly.
Same concept. You
they
fucked
skunk
up,
a-
you're dead.
They skunk a
Right.
gig that everyone prepared for, and it was because of him.
Right. And
Freaking the
how,
fuck
how
out.
long do
I'd
you prepare for those?
So, all right, it depends.
Like an average gig.
So it depends. So okay, as of late, playing shows again is new because COVID is
Yeah.
Fucked that all up.
quotations over. Right.
COVID's not real.
Well,
Fuck
it's
COVID.
supposedly coming back around.
I
Yeah,
think
they
I
go
think it.
fuck themselves.
I think it is. But are you guys vaccinated?
Fuck no.
No.
Nope.
The
No.
only needle you're sticking me with is steroids.
Am I the only one vaccinated? You're
You're-
vaccinated.
Get
She-
the
oh, she's
fuck away
vaccinated.
from me.
Me?
I'm
I'm
just
gonna-
kidding. I'm just kidding.
But
You probably got-
you probably have to be, right?
I feel better that I am.
Yeah, because
Right.
you're
You got
around a lot of
the-
people.
I'm around a lot of people.
You got
Yeah.
the Wuhan flu?
Whatever, dude.
Right.
I'm not against being vaccinated. I'm lazy, bro.
Right.
Listen,
I'm lazy as fuck.
I'm
It's okay. Have your opinion. I don't.
Yeah, it
I'm
ain't nothing
against
to worry
it
about
because because the shit came out within
They said it was
6
gonna
months.
take 3 to 5 years, and then it came out like that.
Yeah. I don't
There's cancer medicine that doesn't
I'm not,
come
I'm
out
not
for.
saying you're gonna fucking
give a
grow
fuck.
a third leg, bro.
And if I do, I'm gonna kick you.
Dude,
with
I
it.
swear to God, if this podcast goes fucking vaccination right now, I'm gonna be pissed. So keep rolling.
yeah.
Keep
Whatever.
rolling.
All I'm saying
Fuck
is
what we just talked about. I'm over COVID. What's up?
Oh, no. Okay, so what I was saying is like when we prepare for shows, this is our mentality, right? What's our set list? 6 to 7 songs. That's about 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So we don't give a fuck about how tight we play our songs because we'll practice that day in, out, no matter what. What we give a fuck about is when that shit goes silent
Yeah.
in between songs.
and you hear crickets.
We used to actually write down what we did say, and our number one priority was like we have to tell them to tip the bar. That's our number one
Yeah,
priority.
100%.
We'd be like,
Right.
we would go like,
Support the venue.
yeah, we'd be like, yo,
Is that how you make your money?
no, but we
No,
want
but-
them to, because we drink and we
They want you want them to call you back.
Whoa, dude, they're bartenders, man.
Yeah.
We want them to. We love our bartenders, man. That's our.
Yeah.
It's our. To be honest, that's our number one priority because I am always at the bar. The guys don't really drink that much, but I'm always at the bar. I'm hanging
Yeah.
out with them. I want
Yeah.
them to get their fucking
Right.
bill in. And
Yeah, they gotta
I've
support their
noticed.
family.
I've noticed the difference saying it out actively. Like, hey, go over there and give them your money. And
If
fucking-
everybody
Grab a
works
beer,
with everybody,
make
then
sure you
it's
give 'em
just
a tip.
better.
yeah, don't be a dick about it. And then like.
How often you have someone buy you a drink just because you're shredding? Never.
Zero. My girlfriend does because I
Yeah.
ask her because
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
I'm fucking parched up here.
Yeah.
No, on top of it, it's about the scene
My
too.
mouth feels like the Sahara Desert.
sometimes I'll be up there and I'll be like, all right,
Go get
1,
me a
2,
drink.
Did she go to Did she go to all your concerts?
So Vicky, my girlfriend, she's beyond going to our shows. She does all of our art. She does all. Well, we buy our art from a lot of artists from Indonesia.
Oh no
Because
shit.
they always
Really?
hit. They always hit us up with these dope ass. They hit us up with like, hey, look
Not-
at our collection.
You gotta send that shit in, or they just.
No, I'm lazy, and I'll look through their catalog, and I'll be like, I want that one.
Yeah.
And then I'll
They
just
got a
buy it.
catalog.
It's probably
We have
super cheap
lots.
though, right?
I don't know.
Indonesia.
So like we have we have two pieces of art right now. We have the Funeral Flood logo that's on Spotify right now. We bought that for $80, right?
Yeah.
And all we did
What
was
does that compare to Indonesian money?
that's a good
400.
That's a
That's a
good
good
question,
question. That's
Brandon.
a great
He had
question.
no fucking clue. He's like, cool,
Google.
dope.
comment that. Can you comment that in below? $80 U.S. currency to Indonesian.
Pineapples.
You can,
Just so you know,
just
it
Google
it needs to be added.
Yeah, we
Just
need to figure that.
Google it. You can probably Google
I
it.
can Google that shit right now.
Google that. Why I tell you so. So $80 for the Funeral Flood, and so we buy our art from people who already design it, right? Our Funeral Flood design is like some zombie coming out of the ground. We give that to Vicky, and Vicky makes it look dope and puts our logo on it and puts the fucking effort into it and then puts it on all of her shit.
And
So
honestly,
you
sometimes
take
She's a graphic designer, what she does. So she fucking does that, right? She makes it
Right.
look. She makes the logos look good.
Dope.
so
Yeah.
you just take a concept basically and make it your own.
Yeah, yeah. So she knows how. So she takes that. She pretty much does as much work as we do, but she doesn't get any of the notification for it. Like or not notification, notoriety for it. She
You don't
just-
put her name on it or anything.
It's hard to do that because we have so many people involved. So anytime anything's involved when it comes to social media posting, it's strictly like Resuscitated has this. Here you go. It's never like we try to keep our shit short and sweet because it's
And it is
No one's reading
It's
it.
really an important thing because I'll be honest, when I don't know if anybody else ever listens to CDs, but when you look at an album cover on a CD,
I always
that's the first thing you see.
listen.
Right.
Listen.
Is Indonesia and India?
Indonesia is its own country.
Listen.
What
I'm-
continent?
Don't ask me that on air.
Pineapples.
So listen, I'm gonna stop you there because when I look at album, no matter what genre, that's the first thing I
with
look.
your record phase.
I did go through. a
Wait, you
record
should
phase.
search Indonesian currency first.
So
Yeah, how do you fuck you spell Indonesia?
INDOSA.
That's the first thing I look at when I look at an album.
Right.
That's what intrigues me
Right.
on.
We're
I got
vi-
you in a minute, sir.
We're very visual, so
So I will look at an album cover and I'll be like,
That looks dope.
"That looks dope," or "What the fuck is this about?"
Right,
right,
exactly.
right.
What was the last new band you've listened to? New. I'm saying you've never heard this name before and you listened to it and you liked it.
That's hard, man. That's a lot of music.
Last new band that I found.
This ain't fucking right. Told me how to spell this wrong.
I'm gonna use my phone and fucking.
What's his name? Zach.
Zach Brown.
No, it's not Zach Brown band. His name's Zach.
So it's 0.00070 United States
man,
dollars.
bro,
So
that's terrible.
Well, wait. So I was giving you. So here's where I was going with this. So we bought our Funeral Flood logo, which you see on Spotify, for $80. Right?
yeah,
We bought our fucking album cover and it cost us almost $300.
His
U.S.
name-
dollars.
Alright.
Yes, dude.
So-
Shit varies, and it's so fucking expensive.
The
And we use the album cover. Our album cover for Interest in Death is our fucking scrims for our stage.
It
We have
says
T-shirts of it.
it says that in $100 of U.S. dollars in Indonesia money can get you 5 to 8 days worth of eating.
good for that guy.
That's
Yeah,
I hope he's listening to this because he.
You fucking hooked him up for the
Well,
month,
here's the
dog.
thing. So
Yeah.
he sent us our logo. We bought it for around $200. He sent us our logo, and then
He was good for a month.
We sent him T-shirts, like all of our shit because we were so stoked because he.
That's pretty
Can you
dope,
do you have
bro.
Facebook on this? I haven't looked at our Facebook in like a couple months.
So
Yeah,
to
I
answer,
can get into Facebook.
I'm
Yeah,
about
I
to
mean,
take a
no,
piss.
So to answer your question, Wes,
Go.
last new band.
Yeah.
His name is Zach.
Zach
Brian?
Brown. Zach Ryan. Huh?
Zach Bryan. Brian, not Ryan.
Thank you for throwing this way.
Brian. BR.
YAN.
Yes, sir.
That's the last one you listened to.
It's the
Oh,
last.
it's rupiah. Rupiah. That's Indonesian
So it's
currency.
Mm-hmm.
it's like
It's dude, you weren't fucking around. That's what is that? You're probably smart. It's tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. That's
They have a
7
10,000
700,000th of a U.S.
Yeah, but what does that really get you over there?
So they have a.
What's your guys' Facebook name?
Resuscitated official. Oh, fuck me. Cleveland Resuscitated band, I believe.
Okay.
I fucking hope so. Dude, I haven't been on our
You
Facebook.
don't even know your own social?
I don't do any of that anymore, man. They kicked me out. They kicked me out of the social media because I kept telling people to fuck off. It was a really unfortunate circumstance that happened.
I understand it. I tell a lot of people to fuck off. So.
It's not that I'm rude or I'm a mean guy. It's more of a, like...
You're irritating the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
right now.
man, and you think that you could say... When you're planning a death metal show, you think you can... Like, okay, I just met you. I apparently have known him my entire life.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can talk shit to you guys
Well, he's
right
a
to
homeless
your...
guy in a corner. So.
Well, because we're down to earth.
I feel like I talk shit to you right
Yeah,
to your
you
face,
talk
and
shit to me,
yeah,
and I would never think nothing of you because
No.
you're just spitting shit. I
Yeah,
don't give a
right,
fuck.
right. You could talk shit right
I
I
to
do
me.
it
take
all
a-
the fucking time, dude.
I
and
can
it's
take a
like,
ball
whatever.
busting.
I was hoping for a little more ball busting on this podcast, but
We can get into
Is this
it.
you? What's your name again?
Resuscitated.
How do you spell that?
His name is Wes.
R-E-S-U-S. I don't have a Facebook anymore.
U.S.
C-I-T-A-T-E-D.
C-I-T-U-A-D.
But I can't see it, but yeah, go for that.
You're asking a dude without glasses to fucking look at a
Whatever,
screen.
man.
Yeah, man, maybe I got it. Maybe I can know how to spell from far away. You don't know.
He's fucking blind as a bat.
I'm pretty fucking
I
blind.
wanted to fucking pull his shit up.
Sidebar. What the hell's that tattoo on your leg?
Which one?
The
Sidebar.
other one on the
Sidebar.
other side.
This
Is that-
guy?
Yeah, who is that?
That's Chris Farley.
Chris
Nice.
Farley.
You a Farley
Oh,
fan?
Shit.
No, I just got him tattooed on my leg because I don't like him.
Yeah, I just see a bunch of churches coming up, bro.
What?
What?
Did you spell it?
I thought I spelled it right.
I don't think you spelled it right.
He's illiterate.
S-U-S-C-I-T-A-D.
Oh, hold on.
You know how many shows we've played? So this is
S-U-S. What is it?
Yo, Georgie.
C-I-T.
Can you
Got
get me
you,
a
homie.
beer?
Restart it, homie.
You
S-
walked by the fridge, motherfucker.
Yeah, you'll have it on these
Here.
big jobs.
I want to pull his shit up for him.
I am.
R-E. Oh, dude, it's fucking right there. You see that purple motherfuckers right there?
Right
Down,
here?
down,
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
the
Right
three-
there.
the
That is
three-
it.
Yeah, that's it.
It says Keith Butcher likes this. Oh,
Yo,
Keith Butcher,
Keith.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tattoo
old
artist.
tattoo artist.
I wonder where he is.
What's up with that dude?
I would hope for him to hit me up soon,
Yeah, me too.
so I can get more tattoos that are
Right.
not Chris Farley.
Get out of my face. What's this thing?
Yeah,
Keith
so-
Butcher, what's up,
There we
dog?
go, right? This
Yes.
is your shit. You got September 18th, Akron, Ohio, the
We
Vortex.
actually,
That's,
we got a
uh,
sooner. We actually just added a date to September 10th.
Ooh,
at
we're at.
Kent. We're playing Kent. We're playing an outdoor show.
Oh, let
No
me
shit.
know. That's right before my birthday.
Yo, I'll
September
totally
10th.
roll up. And even though
Yeah.
I'm not huge into music, I'll totally come support you, man.
Hey, man. I mean, if you're into metal and you want to check us out,
I'll
go
beat
ahead.
my head. You got
You
Bud
got
Light?
beer?
They
Yeah.
sell beer at the Outpost. Yes.
They got titties?
I don't know. It's fucking Kent, so somewhere.
Right.
I've been to
So
Kent a
bad.
couple times. Actually, funny you say
Yeah,
that.
me
I
and
got
this
we got some
motherfucker.
we got some Kent stories.
Right here?
Scroll down a little more. That's our album cover. That was
Oh,
like,
new album.
that was $200 that we
This?
spent. And,
Right here?
And Vicky.
Is that
so-
a octopus devil? I totally butchered
Dude,
that.
you should get that tattooed on you, bro.
Octopus?
You should get that
Octopus.
tattooed. You should get that tattooed.
Octopus.
Yeah, why not?
I'll get Octopus tattooed. So Vicky added the band name, all the vines, all the
Shout out
craziness.
Vicky, right?
Yeah, Vicky Wooloo. She's a
Yeah.
crazy graphic designer.
There you
She's
go.
awesome. She
Hell
went,
yeah.
went to the
There
same
you
school
go.
you're going to
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
She does all of that
Shout
shit.
out.
Yeah.
Nice.
And dude, she did a fantastic job.
So, where you at September 10th?
Kent at the Outpost.
And you still doing the 18th?
Yeah.
Akron, Ohio, the Vortex, right?
Yeah, we have 3 shows added, so we have September 10th.
Oh,
at
fuck. What
Kent.
happened?
What'd you do?
I hit something wrong. I'll get it
You
right back.
fuck.
I'll get it right back. So, you added the 10th. Now you got September 18th, Akron, Ohio, the Vortex. The 10th,
Yeah.
where at?
And the 10th is at Kent at the Outpost.
There
I
you
might
go.
have to. One of those I'm going to.
The Lakewood one, I don't know the date. The date's not added because they kicked me off social media because I'm mean to everybody. There's a couple more dates that are going to be added up pretty goddamn soon. But you know what's crazy is we're a 3-piece and we're actually adding a new guitarist. We're training a new guy right now.
No
Oh,
shit.
no
And
shit.
He's
Is he solid?
he used to play shows with us back when we were in high school. And dude, we found him and it was kind of like how me.
You knew him.
No, we didn't. It was like kind of how me and him like found each other.
Is
like
this a video of yours?
I think so. Oh no, this is just like a promo that we did for our fucking
New album?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
No,
Yeah.
not our single. We're actually coming out with
Debut single now, August 23rd, 2020 came out last year.
This was last year.
Yeah.
This was just our single.
Funeral Flood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your.
Can you hear it through
Can
this?
you play it? Can I play it? Because you can hear it.
I can hear it.
It's his shit.
You're not gonna demonetize us, right?
I wish I could have anything that's monetized at all.
It's his shit.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, he's owner, Parsh.
I don't give a shit. I'm just a guitarist. I don't give a fuck what gets played.
I dig this shit.
You know what you can come to expect when you see us live?
I like how it's in the background.
Yeah, that's cool. When you see us live,
I like the middle of this song where the drums drop.
Yeah. So when you see us live, it's more of a like. For some reason, we always find ourselves playing these shows with bands that really don't correlate with our sound very well, but we come on there and we kind of bust out the energy. And every show we've played so far, the response has been awesome. And I can only say, like, thank you so much for everyone who comes out because it is. Yeah. We see the craziness in people. I mean,
owe you something, huh?
It is absolutely pandemonium. I mean,
Yeah.
if you see shows, with like. All right, here. Let me ask you a question. This is gonna be funny. Here, we'll play a game right now. Okay, I'm gonna give you because you guys aren't really death metal guys. I'm gonna give you.
I am.
Okay,
I dig it.
Okay, so you might win. You might win. So here's a game. I'm gonna give you a term.
That'll be a first.
And then you tell me what that means. Okay, you tell me what you think you're gonna see here. So what is a circle pit?
A circle pit? You talking about like a?
Yeah, we'll start easy. We'll start easy and then we'll.
You talking about like a mosh pit?
Circle pit? Yeah, it's in a mosh pit.
Yeah.
So
it starts as a circle.
Circle pit is when everyone, let's say a group of fucking 20 to 30 people are running around in the circle, hella fast, fucking sprinting out of their goddamn mind.
Yeah.
There you go, my friend.
So that's one of the things you'll see. What about Wall of Death?
I know what that is.
What is
the
that?
The only time I've ever seen a Wall of Death, it was a Disturbed concert, but it was actually Kill Switch opened up, and that's when we did the Wall of Death.
What did you see?
It's where the singer will tell wherever to fucking divide, and you just fucking run at each other. Dog.
So this, yeah. Which got it.
It's pretty stupid, but
it's stupid until it's stupid to you. You're there and you realize you're like, okay, everybody's involved.
Or you're the dude standing in the middle where it fucking divides, and you're like,
that's the best part. The dude who
where do I stand?
Yeah. All right, what do you think crowd killing is?
Pull a knife out, start stabbing motherfuckers.
That's pretty fucking close right there. So like,
that's a thing, bro.
A mosh pit of the whole crowd.
If you were fucking going to Lakewood, dude, yeah, dude. We played this one show where there's fucking.
So no, hold on, don't go down, don't get on a sidebar.
Crowd killing. What's crowd killing?
Yeah. What is it?
So crowd killing is.
I don't know that one.
It's more of you see that more in hardcore shows. Hardcore is like a different genre of punk music where it's way more intense, way more in your face. And these fucking guys, are standing up and they're swinging their elbows and they're swinging their feet and they're hoping to God someone walks right by them.
A lot of broken noses.
Right, and here's the thing: they're not anticipating hitting somebody. And that's why they feel like it's not their fault, because if you walk up on these people, they will knock you out without care or guilt. They don't give a fuck. And you see that all the time because these guys...
Oh, I've been hit by the motherfuckers.
How do you get one of those started?
You just... Oh, it's super easy. It's super easy. Okay, so let's say I do this from time to time. All right. I'll give you an example. I'll tell you a great story. All right. So my singer, my younger brother, he was in this band called Terra Vista. Hardcore. Hardcore is like a genre of like punk meets like really, really like slam down death metal. So you get that punk vibes, the fast, and then like heavy breakdowns. And a breakdown is like, that's when shit hits the fan, right?
Yeah.
So
I like that shit.
Yeah, it's heavy.
That's pump up music.
That's some shit you want to lift some weights to. So
or kill somebody.
Yeah, sure, whatever. If you want to kill somebody,
whatever
or want to feel like you want to kill somebody.
Yeah, right. Pineapple, but
pineapple, bitch.
Yeah. So CJ's playing the show. He's playing bass for this hardcore band, and there's crowd killers going on.
I'm gonna drink this motherfucker.
George, let me get a smoke.
All they're doing is they're throwing.
You got 50 cents?
Whatever,
all they're doing is throwing fucking elbows, and there's people like, you ever watch Mortal Kombat?
Oh, yeah.
They're throwing.
Give me your soul.
They're throwing up bicycle kicks, right? And if you fuck up by standing too close to them, and you get elbowed in the face, you get knocked the fuck out, and people will pick you up. But like, you really, if you get mad and you get in their face about it, you're kind of the asshole, because if you see a crowd killer, the general rule is to stay away from that guy. That guy's a motherfucker.
That's
right?
that asshole right there.
Oh
I
no,
love-
I'm that
he's the
dude
one-
trying to fight that
Nah,
motherfucker.
So,
dude,
I'm
he'll
getting-
start that shit.
I'm
He's
getting
fucking
pumped
retarded.
up. I'm getting pumped.
You getting pumped up?
I'm getting fucking so pumped up about this. I'm seeing crowd killers going. I'm like, I'm gonna do the ultimate crowd killer right now. I'm gonna do a backflip. I'm gonna do a backflip, and I'm gonna fucking kick them at the same time. Mind you, I have been drinking all day. This is
No fucks.
Wait, hold up. Let me find out you can do a backflip.
Yeah, this is a great story. So
Off
I,
the ground? You can
yeah,
do a
no.
backflip?
So this is what happens, right? So I this is the first time I'm seeing my brother play live that's not in a band with me. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get fucked up before I go in.
Oh,
Yeah.
you weren't on stage.
No, I wasn't even playing music at this time. So CJ kept going on with music. When our old bands ended, I stopped, and he kept going. He got in a bunch of great bands, and this band was fantastic. I loved this band, and they were hardcore, and they fucking brought the thunder.
Yeah.
And I go in, they're playing at the Foundry, which is in Lakewood, Ohio.
I know
and
that band.
yeah.
Bar.
I know where the foundry is.
It's great. I love that bar. So they're playing, and there is crowd killing up the wazoo, man. There's people kicking, there's people drop kicking, there's people elbowing, and I'm like, I'm gonna one up everybody because I am drunker and stronger than everybody there. That's
You
what
just feel that kind of way.
Well,
right
when
now.
you're there and
Yeah.
you're hearing that music, and when it's your younger brother playing it, you go, I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
you're-
fucking stronger than
yeah.
everybody.
Right.
So I go up and I fucking jump off the stage and I land the backflip, and everyone's cheering, everyone's going crazy. But that's not what happened. I jump off the stage and I land on my neck.
Ah,
And I
dude.
fucking don't even remember what happened to that. In my brain, I landed it, and everyone's cheering. The band stopped playing.
No, they're
everyone's like,
freaking out. 'Cause
everyone's
you just broke
going,
your fucking
go
neck,
what?
motherfucker.
Everyone's going, yeah, you did a backflip. No, I'm just sleeping. Thinking I just landed that
Dumb
shit.
for the count.
And I woke up, and then there's just, all I can think is karate is going around me. It's cool when you see death metal live, and when it's a solid band. I'll be honest with this, man. A lot of the local metal scene shit that you'll see, you'll go in and you'll kind of be bummed out because you'll just be like, I just don't understand it, you know.
Mhm.
But sometimes, you know, like you'll walk into some shit and you'll be like, oh my fucking God, and it'll change you forever, dude.
And that's like always what you want, because I mean, George is huge into the death metal and everything like that, and like I'll vibe to
I gotta
like
piss
certain
real quick.
songs.
I like everything, man.
But I've always wanted to walk into a place and just change my perspective.
Right.
You just
And-
gotta know what vibe you want, man.
Dude, it's really, really, really quick.
Like-
Death metal does something to you, and especially if it's the right.
It brings my like super craziness out. Not that I need help with that, but
Death
Right.
metal is like it's like domestic beer and sushi, dude. Like it's not for everybody, but there is one that will get you into it. You know
All
what
right,
I'm saying?
let me ask you this, because I feel like this is a very huge persona that floats around the death metal community. Do you worship Satan?
No, I don't believe in religion.
Okay, so I feel like death metal itself, they just get a bad rap of the,
so let me
hold on, let me finish.
I got a sidebar
because-
on
Let me
that.
finish. Let me finish.
Because I mean, you've got your pentagram on your, well, not that one.
No, it's
but-
funny that you mentioned that's the show. There was only 2 metal bands on that whole show. Every other band was kind of like soft rock,
Really?
and that's what fucked us up. We didn't know.
Right.
We thought we were going into something that we knew. I don't know.
I actually
whatever.
really dig that. That is a sweet.
Yeah, I'm
fucking-
into that.
Sweet thing.
Well, still we're in Prodigy. That's our brothers. They're
see,
awesome. Dude.
I like that because of the crow, and
Yeah.
like
you got
the,
like
you
9
got the
crows on you,
He's
dude.
got
I
a
love
crow on
crows.
his
Yeah,
arm.
yeah, yeah.
Crows
What was
are
you saying?
awesome
What were you
birds.
He's
saying? What
also
were you
got
saying?
a demon eating a fetus, but
Yeah, I love that.
mean,
That's
no,
my
no,
favorite
no,
tattoo.
that's not what I have.
What
I
is
hate-
it?
It's a demon with a
Fetus in his
baby fetus in his head. It's similar to that. That's why I dig it. It's a
Yeah.
skull with crow
was
eggs
telling-
that are skulls.
You was telling a
Right.
story. Tell your
Like
story.
that's fucked up. I like
But,
shit like that.
Right. I mean,
I'm a fucked up individual.
A lot
That's
of
good, that's
people
good.
see that shit and they're like, "Oh, these are Satan worshippers."
I
And
have
things like that. I mean,
I have nothing on me that per se
Is religious.
worships Satan, but I
but,
have
but for
pictures
the
that
demographic
depict.
itself.
I have depictions that
Are you religious?
Am I?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
believe
that's
in
okay.
God,
So
But I can
that's good.
still
That's fine.
vibe.
and I have the most vile shit on my fucking arm.
Yeah, yeah. So we just got done playing a show at the Vortex in Akron with a band. I'm not gonna say their name, but they were.
Why you don't like them?
Well,
I'm not
that's
gonna
probably
say
a bad story, right?
No, it's not a bad story. I'm just not gonna say their name because they have no reference to us whatsoever.
I got you.
They could have, but
Yeah.
that never established.
It went
you know.
south.
All it has to take is a hello, but
Yeah.
they didn't even give us that.
Yeah.
So they're a band.
Alright.
They're a black metal band. Worship Satan, all that stuff. Worship whatever you want. It's if you worship Satan, you worship God. It's the same fucking
yeah.
thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean,
So it is.
yes.
No, yeah. If
it's
you
still in the Bible.
if
It's
you
a
believe in
religion.
Satan, you believe in God. So you're
Right.
not a Satanist. I don't know. Maybe that's fucking unpopular opinion, but it's
It's an
one and the
extreme.
same.
No, I
Right,
mean,
right,
you
right.
can't have one without the other.
That's
Right,
it. That's what it is. That's what it
exactly.
is. So like these guys are all Satanist guys. Whatever. Good for you. But like, it's still a
It's in the Bible.
following. It's still a.
Like, you ain't
Right,
that
right.
bear, bro.
We could not
What
be
do you
more against.
beer.
Oh, cigarette smells so good.
This beer?
We
Yeah,
we couldn't be more into like. We don't, dude. And this sounds shitty, and this sounds really actually weird. I mean, let's say Resuscitated is like a solid foundation of a band. We really don't care about portraying an image or portraying an idea. Really, we're just a metal band, and you know, a lot of our lyrics go on the idea of like, no one's entitled to anything when we're all going to die.
Right.
Right? You don't have
Yeah,
a
that's
say.
true.
You don't have a say.
Are you afraid to die?
Yeah.
When you think about it, right?
When I think about, you know what I'm afraid
Now,
of?
are you more for? Okay, let me just ask you: are you more afraid of like what people are gonna feel? Because you obviously touch lives. Like, you're an
I'm-
artist, man.
I don't care about what people feel. I'll go back to your question. Are you afraid to die? I'm afraid of dying like cancer or
Yeah, like a slow
disease.
death?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just thinking about today. Like 3 people just died from a methane.
So you want to go quick?
I mean,
That's how I want.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah,
right,
I don't
right.
want to know I'm
Right.
dying.
I
I just
know-
want it to happen.
I know a
Boom, gone.
lot of people who died from cancer. I know a lot.
Kenny Rogers says the best thing that happens,
What does he
the
say?
best thing you can hope for is to die in your sleep.
Yeah.
That motherfucker died in his sleep, and he wrote a song about it. So I mean, it's pretty coincidental,
Right,
but
right. I don't know. I'm not afraid.
If you die in your sleep, you don't know what's happening.
I don't know. I feel like I've been exposed to death a lot more softly than the average person, and I'm grateful for that.
Dude, that's how I feel.
Right.
I've not had anybody super close to me pass away.
The closest
My
person I
grandpa just died. I just was at his
I mean,
funeral
I've
today.
had
My
I've had
mo-
grandparents
R.I.P.,
die. I just
man.
wasn't close to
My
them.
my mother died when I was 18. So
Yeah, that
that's
sucks,
brutal,
dude.
man. That's brutal.
Yeah.
as
I
fuck.
watched her die.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
Watched her
I
take her
can't-
last breath.
I look at people like
Fuck.
you, bro. I look at people like you, and I'm
Fucked
like,
up.
dude, would I be
No
able to
shit.
would I be able to move the same way with
No.
that on my burden? I
No
don't know,
way.
man.
No
I
way.
don't fucking know.
No
It'll probably
way.
change me.
That's how my girlfriend is.
You know?
She had her mother pass away really, really young, and you can see it in her, dude. You can see it
Yeah.
in people who, dude. It's a completely different end. Of
It changes you, bro.
It
Yeah.
changes
When
you.
someone
will.
close to you passes away, it totally changes you.
So
man.
there's a difference between, in my opinion.
I think it makes you stronger. It definitely makes you a different person, but I think it makes you think differently because you wish that person
the
was
animal
still here.
though.
Right.
The animal is
You're still thinking what you think that person.
the
would
animal's
think.
got to be is gonna make you a better person.
I mean,
Because a lot of people will just probably just fall under.
Right.
Especially what you went through that young. Fuck.
Especially.
Fuck yeah.
and
what don't kill you
especially
makes you stronger, right?
A mother or father.
Not everybody. Not everybody. Not everybody.
Then it's not making you stronger.
You know what it is? You know what my opinion is? I'll break it on this. Death is that quick change, and the quick change is what makes you adapt quick.
Yeah.
Adaptation is what really makes humans grow.
Yeah.
Death,
Adapt or die.
yeah, a death is the quickest goddamn thing. Unfortunately, you know. For
Yeah.
you,
It's a shitty
you-
situation, but yeah.
Dude, when you have that something like that, you don't really have a choice, and it happens so fucking quick.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm grateful, but at the same time, I feel like you said you're the same way. You
Yeah.
haven't experienced that.
No.
We're fucked.
Yeah.
We are fucked.
Yeah, that's
when
how
it
I feel every day.
When it happens,
Yeah.
we are fucked.
Because all
And
my
it's not
friends
your
have went through it.
choice.
All my friends have went through it, and I'm like, I've never had to feel that.
Same.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
It's not your
fuck.
choice.
That's just what my future holds, is like me having to go through that.
Right, it'll hit you
Like,
a
they
motherfucker.
bounce back, but at the same time, it's like, fuck, why bounce back?
Fuck, and how
You
long
know?
did it take?
Yeah, like,
I
it-
feel
like
like-
in their own head while they were just chilling with me, but they didn't spit no shit to
Right,
me,
right,
you know?
I feel like what's so difficult on the outside perspective of death is because death is the end in essence. There's no going back. You can do
That's what
things,
Biggie said.
right? And you can do things in your life. You can make
Death,
mistakes.
there ain't
you
no
can
going
do
back.
things, but once you're dead, that's it.
Right,
There's
right.
there's nothing after.
As far
that.
as we know,
as far as
did
we
you ever
know.
talk to a dead person?
Nah.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but here's the thing. Like,
But we can get into that if you want
No,
to.
let's
That's
not.
a totally different fucking.
You know what it is? It's not about.
That's after life or death after life.
Here's the thing. Our anxiety isn't
Life after death.
I mean, there's a couple of different meanings to that. Am I gonna come back to be a fucking pile of shit or an eagle? I don't fucking know. Or am I gonna rot in the ground?
You're
I don't know. I'm not fucking dead.
You want to know where
reincarnation.
you want to know where the anxiety.
Some mornings I wake up and I feel like I'm dead, but I'm not.
Yeah, that's because you're drunk.
Yeah. You want to know
I'm
where I
just
think the
fucking with
anxiety lies in?
Yeah.
Is not what you're doing after you're dead. It's what you can get done before you fucking die. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking imminent, and no one, you know what? Anyone who's fucking anyone can say 25 to 35 is the fucking like it's like a
It's your
sprint.
prime.
It's like a
Yeah.
sprint.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck am
They
I
say
doing?
that's like your prime.
Now,
Yeah.
now you say that though, but like the more impact you have on this earth, the harder it's gonna be for you to be gone for your
Right.
loved ones, right?
I mean, I don't know.
I guess
If
you're
if you touch my soul
if
every
you're a
single
homeless-
day of the week for 7 days a week,
Right.
and I lose you, where the fuck does that person go? You're just dead.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I think.
But at the same time, maybe you made him stronger.
you know what
I
makes
mean-
you know. Go ahead.
That it kind of like morbid, but today, you know, we all got together at the church. Then we went back to my grandpa's place for just a get together and everything. But like you said, how you live your life, it determines how it is for the people around you.
I feel like
when
it's
you
harder,
die.
more impact you have on life. It's
See,
harder for people
I
to
don't-
lose you.
I
You
think
know-
it's easier for me to know that my grandpa passed because of what he did, because him as an individual, to some, they might have felt some way, but to others and to the family, the impact that he made on everybody's life and the amount of time and the things that he did in that time when he lived, it's like, damn, that dude really lived a full-ass life. Like, there's nothing, what else could he have possibly done? Because he did
climb
everything.
Mount Everest.
Bro, I mean, dude,
gives a fuck about
he
Mount
served,
Yeah, right.
he
Fuck
served,
Mount
I'm
Everest.
just totally fucking with you.
he served 3
I'm an
wars.
asshole.
Yeah.
3 wars.
Talking shit.
People don't
Fucking
even
3
come back
wars?
from one, bro. 3 wars.
And this dick's talking about Himalayas.
Yo,
Talking about Mount Everest.
here's a kicker. 14 kids, bro.
Get the fuck out of it.
My
He
mom-
might as well
my-
climb
You know what?
Mount
You know
Everest.
what? You know what'll make you feel better about dying is you think about your loved ones. You know, think about Holly.
Beer.
Think about your sister. Think about your family. And you think about. I think about this. You know, like because dying. This is like you asked me. You know, I play death metal. Is it because I'm afraid of death? No, I play death metal because it makes life a little easier because it's so extreme and it gives me a
It
reason
puts
to
it in
live.
your face.
Listen,
You know what makes me not afraid of death is I think about death in others. Like if my loved ones die, I close my eyes for a minute. I go, all right, you know, like let's say one of my biggest fears. You know, I told you earlier, cancer or like
Yeah.
the thought of dying. Give it to perspective. Like if I were to die or if Vicky were to die, let's say it's a 50% chance one of us is getting cancer. If I were to get it, I'd be happier
Yeah.
knowing she doesn't
Listen.
get it.
Right.
Like like I would rather.
It's a
Why
self-
though? You think
self-sacrifice.
this world is so good?
I would
let me-
I would rather die than live without a loved one like Vicky.
Let me-
Yeah.
let me-
Live
let me-
without
let
a-
me
So
tell
you're
you
selfish.
this.
I would selfish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a fantastic.
I
way.
would.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I
And it's
wouldn't-
okay
No,
because
no, no.
100%.
Yeah,
It's
like
sacrificial.
no, it's more.
I
of a,
feel like it's
no.
sacrificial.
I'd rather her endure the fucking brutal reality of life than me.
Without you.
Yeah, than me. I'm more okay. This is why you're 100% right. Because
I have-
I would.
I have
oh,
a-
oh, let me
I-
finish. Let me
Yeah,
finish.
let
You
him
can go ahead.
finish.
This is why he's right, right? I'm selfish because I am thinking about myself living without her rather
Right.
than
Her
her
living
living without
without
me.
you,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I would handle it worse.
But you're just a human being.
right. And if I die,
You
it's
want
easier.
your brain to be numb
Yeah,
with
my-
that point.
Right.
My
Yeah.
me being dead is easier.
Yeah, for
than-
you.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
That's why
But in
you're very smart.
reality, what you don't know is it could be harder, and that's what I think makes dying difficult.
Everybody
because
dies, bro.
Every
Listen.
you know that your
Let me
timeline
chime in here for a
ends.
sec.
Yeah, you chime in. You've
Go
been
ahead.
a minute.
Go ahead. It's been like 5 seconds since you said something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna forget if I don't fucking chime in.
He's
He's like old grandpa in the park. He's trying to find his way back to his car.
All right, so listen. The only two things that are sure in life are taxes and death.
Not necessarily.
Right.
Did you hear that
Nah,
from
man,
a
it's facts.
fucking? Did you hear that from a wood burned fucking?
Yeah.
plank?
Some
Somebody
old
back
timer.
in 1776.
Dude, that's the only 2 things that are sure. Taxes, as long as you have a job and shit.
Mhm.
And death.
Them are pretty easy to get nowadays. And
Death.
death.
Yeah. I
You're
don't know.
guaranteed to die, and you're guaranteed to get fucking taxed.
All right, let me ask you this. This is
Unless you're a drug dealer or some
I'll start
fucking
with this
bizarre.
asshole. George, if you die tomorrow, what's the legacy that you're leaving behind?
I don't fucking know.
I mean, you
He's
got a
kid.
daughter.
Yeah, he's got a
guy?
kid.
Like,
what the
what?
fuck,
He
dog?
left a lot of behind. He left a fucking girl with his last name.
His
man.
daughter's
Right.
got an arsenal all of a sudden.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you
Fucking.
what do you think you're leaving behind as a legacy for you?
I don't know. I don't
See,
think.
let-
I don't think about shit like
Let
that.
me intertwine a little bit because I feel like I've grown a lot in the last 2 years of my life because I was like a really shitty person. I was like I didn't think about anybody,
Yeah,
but
you,
like
you were
what
hitting me up to buy pills.
that was years
Pineapple.
ago. That was years
Yeah.
ago. but-
Pineapple.
Pineapple. No, I really don't give a fuck. I really don't because that was my past,
Yeah.
and
Alright,
I'll wear that on my sleeve all day long. It don't bother me. But like as my mental standpoint, I just feel like I look at the world a lot different now as I grow, and it's all through bad vibes.
Right.
Like 100% bad vibes. You have a bad experience with someone, like dude. You know what makes me feel the smallest is when like I know somebody that like I thought we were cool, but they're talking shit about me.
Right.
And I'm like, damn,
damn.
dude.
That-
Like it
that's-
makes me
that's
feel.
time
It makes me feel
invested,
like
yeah.
super small. But I'm like, you know what? I'll grow from this.
Right,
You were
right.
pretty
You know?
pissed earlier when I told you they were gonna have a band practice.
Cause
in
you
there.
fuck with me, dude. I'm just getting off of work, and I'm like, what are you talking about a band practice, dude? What the fuck's going on here? Oh yeah, the whole band's coming up. We got a garage band roll. Whatever, dude.
You guys got it. Here's the thing that they don't tell you about your late 20s is that you're way more
About
emotional.
to die. About to be on.
Well, you're more emotional than you ever thought in your entire goddamn life, man. You're like people say shit to you.
I'm
and
I'm
you go,
very not a very I'm
I bet you are. I bet you're more emotional than anyone else in this
He,
room.
he really
I'm not-
is though.
I bet you
because-
are.
Yeah, because he
and I
doesn't
bet you
speak
are
it.
because
Yeah.
it's not. It's
it's
and
not
here's
even
the-
I'm emotional. It's I think about it and I dwell on it.
Oh,
Yeah, he
that's
does-
emotion, dog. Because you
yeah.
want to know what's gonna happen? Here's what's gonna happen. Everyone, listen. Right here now.
Yeah.
Ready. This is George on a Thursday, August.
Yeah.
26th.
August 12th.
Ready.
12th,
Ready.
13th?
Ready.
13th.
Here's August 13th, George.
12th. Tomorrow's 13th. Sorry,
Okay, so-
Friday 13th.
Friday the
Friday the 13th.
Alright.
I fucking love it.
Alright, alright,
Totally going to work.
11:34 a.m. Right here's George.
Yeah. In his head.
Right there. Pop. Shoot everybody. He's
Yeah.
gonna kill everybody
Yeah.
because he's fucking freaking out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to fucking. You gotta get it out there, man. You have
See,
to.
I-
Don't be afraid to.
See,
talk
I would
about
never
it.
do
You're right,
that
100% right.
because
You're 100% right.
Implosive is worse than explosive.
listen.
Nah, but-
No. Sure, I'm gonna back you up. That would never happen because
He can't afford the bullets for the guns.
right, they're too expensive. Thanks, Joe.
Who thanks, Joe?
Joe Biden. Fuck that
Yeah.
guy.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
Joe
I bought a
Biden.
show. It says
Yeehaw.
I bought a shirt. It says Joe sucks and Camilla swallows, and on the
Yeah.
back it says fuck that hoe, or it says fuck Joe and that hoe.
How much longer are we gonna be on that air right now?
We're about to end it.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
What
no,
do you,
no, that's good.
you good or
No,
what?
keep going. I was just kidding.
I don't remember what I was saying.
I don't want to pee again. on the
Sorry, I'm
fucking
like
air.
Joe.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm
he's-
ready.
But see,
I'm
I
ready.
have an excuse.
I'm ready to
fucking-
cancel George. I'm ready to cancel George
Right.
for sure. I'm sweating like a pig,
Why you
bro.
want to wrap this shit up?
I think so,
Well, fucking dude, this was awesome having me on here.
dude.
Dude,
I
Hey,
appreciate
shout
it.
out your album, bro. Shout it all out.
All right.
Hey,
This,
put it all out.
our first record for Resuscitated is coming out this Tuesday, August 17th.
All platforms.
Yeah, pretty much everything. This is just our record, just to be a band and actually be on.
Hello.
It's gonna be on Spotify. Everything's free. Everything that comes through Resuscitated is gonna be through live shows. So come check out. Every time we have a live show, we hang out with everybody, dude.
What's your merch website? You know it by hand?
Nope. Everything on merch is gonna be live, man. If you want to check us out, all of our merch is like $10-15. It's like cheaper than
Okay.
you usually find on some
Hey.
of these crazy fucking
Let-
websites.
It'll all be in the bio too.
Yeah,
Just so
yeah.
you know, it'll all be in
the
the bio.
Kent one or something.
Kent's gonna be in September 10th. Everything can be. All of our shows are through fucking Facebook, but check us out on Spotify.
Yeah.
and
I'll check it
wherever you
out.
get
I'll come
yeah.
to one.
All of our shit
I'll
gets.
bring this homeless guy with me.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
fuck
Hey,
yourself.
hey,
I'll be
hey.
there.
Hey, can I ask you guys something?
Yeah,
Can you have me back on soon?
100%.
this is
Anytime you
fantastic.
want, bro.
This is
Anytime you
awesome.
want.
Yeah.
By the way, go check out
Resuscitated.
Resuscitated.
Come on, it's
Drop
not that
it.
hard.
Drop it Tuesday.
You die, you get resuscitated.
Spotify, Apple Music, any platform
Fucking
you know
talking
of.
about it.
Not if
You
you start
retarded?
the DNR.
Hey, dead ass. Go check him out. He's got a couple tour dates coming out.
Thanks,
If you're
man.
local,
New album.
if you're
Tuesday.
local, if you're local, go check him out.
Fuck it, even if you're not local. Check 'em
Whatever,
out.
you can still check it
Yeah,
out.
You'd be
on,
lucky to have
yeah.
someone drive for some local
Right,
show, bro.
yeah,
I know the waves.
If you're from Cali, I don't give a fuck. You better drive to Akron.
Ah shit,
Fuck
Chris
Cali.
gonna come. Chris will come pick you up.
Yeah.
Go see their show.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to come back on here.
Hey,
on
hey,
CrossRoad Vibes podcast. This is fucking
Fuck yeah.
dope.
Next time, bring one of your bandmates. We'll get rid of the homeless guy.
Dude, whatever, dude. I wanna meet this drummer, dude.
I'll just add a
Heard
mic, bro.
lot
I'll just add a
about
mic.
him.
Oh, on Mucka Lucka, our drummer, our drummer.
I never
is,
met him.
Our Mucka Lucka drummer is a. This guy doesn't eat any meat.
No?
No meat, no caffeine.
He's a vegan.
I don't know what he is, man.
Yeah, because I don't know all the
He's a
stipulations of being a
mucka-mucka.
vegan.
Spiritually
mu-
bodied.
This is actually a very appropriate time to announce Mucka. He's our drummer.
You've
He's
been saying his name all night, so yeah.
Mucka.
Yeah.
Mucka. His name is Mucka. He's our
Mucka
drummer.
motherfucker.
He is a Mucka Lucka, and he is incredible. He started the band,
Yeah.
right? He started
shit.
Resuscitated. He brought us all together. He kept us going. Anytime we fight, because it's me and CJ and Mucka,
Yeah.
we'll fight, we'll bitch. He brings everything together, and he really culminates.
It's a glue.
Yeah.
He
glue.
Mucka Lucka is our glue, and he's fucking fantastic, man. Resuscitated wouldn't be anything without our drummer. Man.
Resuscitated, new album coming out. What's the name again?
Inches from Death.
Inches from Death, Resuscitated.
I
Check
don't
them
like all
out.
this death shit.
Check it out.
Seems pretty fit
Inches
this
from
day
death.
and Time.
Inches from Death, Resuscitated.
That's how I feel every day
Spotify.
at work. Inches from death.
We're out.